It's more like, okay, I need to have my wrist in this angle and
Sure.
in this angle, and I need to have my thumb in here or
Sure.
some kind of thing. And so when I need to pull it out, that's what I'm going to work on. I'm trying to just
Okay.
perfect that.
Yeah, you start working on that. Who rolled next? Who rolled the second highest on their roll?
I was 11.
I was 15.
15. Okay, so the Rin.
I found
You found it. You got it. So we're good.
We sound
We're
magnificent.
still alive, correct?
Yes, we are living. I had to stop and start a few times, but yes, I figured it out. What did I roll? I need to roll a con.
Constitution.
Oh no. 19.
19. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna wake up next. So you same scenario as with KO. You wake up. You are chained, bound. You have the
I can't talk.
you're gagged.
Okay.
And you have a black sort of bag over your head. You're blindfolded as well. And now, before too long of you getting up and moving around, one of the bugbears comes over, rips off the mask, and said, "You keep still. You stay quiet." And he looks at you, and he's kind of waiting for you to show that you're willing to comply.
I spit at him.
So you attempt to spit, and you just moisten up the rag that's in your mouth.
And you hear like,
Fuck you hurry, motherfucker, get that last one.
So he's gonna reach up and he's gonna smash you across the head. You take 1 point of damage, and he's gonna say, "I say you keep quiet."
What are hit
Oh,
points?
you can't, you stupid hairy motherfucker.
How are we doing hit points, by the way?
Huh?
How are we doing hit points, by the way? Full?
we should be full
You
after
are-
that. since
Yeah, we
leveled.
rolled
You are
them.
full hit points, but you have a level of exhaustion.
Got it.
Okay, from the way in which you slept on the night before,
Got it.
Which
and you all leveled up, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
You already rolled your hit points, I believe, last.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did
Level
that last
3.
session, yeah.
Okay, so we don't need any like maintenance on that, right? We're good. Okay.
No.
He's gonna reach down to his mace and he's gonna wave it at you threateningly.
Is that-
Says,
No one want to here?
he doesn't really he kind of looks down and says,
You know?
"I say you keep quiet."
Oh, okay, well, you're all going to be out of here. That's fine. You want
So at that he's gonna attack you. And are you gonna try to dodge it? Or are you just gonna accept? Okay, so
I'm gonna try to headbutt him. And just
he's gonna roll with advantage here, and he rolls a
Yes.
What's our AC?
Yes,
without
he
armor?
hit.
well
yeah, right. It's gonna hit you eventually, but 14
match.
match. Okay, so he connects and does 13 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Says now you keep quiet, and you got blood kind of starting to come down the side of your face. Okay, so who's that? So
can, I,
after
can, I, can I do
think it's
something
the
while
red.
that's happening?
sure,
Can I observe to see if I notice any keys or anything on him while he's doing all that?
roll me,
Just
perception.
remember that now that we have a level of exhaustion, everybody's rolling with disadvantage on an ability check.
Oh yeah. yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
okay.
disadvantage on this.
Disadvantage on perception?
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks for rolling.
That's good.
No, I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Because of the disadvantage.
Yeah, you're looking, and that's how it works. So you're looking at his body. You don't see.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to interact with the bugbear in any other way?
Can I flip him off behind my back?
Yes.
Double
yeah,
double birds.
you double bird him behind the back, but he doesn't seem to notice. Who
I
rolled?
slump down and I feign unconscious.
Okay.
So every time one will come close, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that search.
Do I need to? Does he care? Do I need to roll deception or anything like that?
Yes. Roll deception.
Can I remind you of your job? Okay, sorry.
That's no. I like when you guys ask. I want you to ask for the roll.
I know, still bad. 22.
22. Okay.
Did you, which spell did you roll twice?
One was a crit.
He
other
said
one's 17.
he said
Look
he
at you.
in a very sharp, quick tongue. He says something that he doesn't quite you don't quite understand, and he goes, "This one not awake yet." And then he walks back over to the group, and who rolled next? Who rolled next highest? Okay, same thing. Bugbear comes over, pulls off the blindfold, and says,
How does he know that I'm awake?
"When oh well, okay, so
Because whenever I come to,
Okay.
I'm not going to be overly animated about it. I just want to listen.
Okay.
And if I don't hear anything, whatever, I'm just going to be quiet.
Well, you can easily hear them talking. I don't know if, well, if you don't have goblinoid as a language, it's going to be difficult to understand. Sometimes you'll hear a
I
word like
think I
broken, like
understand
like common, but just pronounced bad.
They're talking about each other's wives.
And yeah. So
That's what I think.
but you same thing. You get the layout that there's a couple of bugbears, a couple of goblins, as far as you can tell.
I'm leaving the mask. I mean, again, I'm not letting on that I'm awake.
And
yet.
you can reach up and take the blindfold. It's not like tied down or anything like
I
that.
need to hear more of what's going on before I make any decisions like that.
Okay. So as you're laying there listening, who rolled next?
I was 11.
11. All right, you come to as well. If you start moving around, they're gonna. I'm assuming you're just waking up, sitting up, and turning around. Okay, when that happens, they come over, they take the blindfold off, and say the same thing they said to them. You keep quiet. You listen.
Do I see Rixian bleeding?
And you are
Yeah.
bound to get gaps. You see him like kind of laying down his blood, but everyone looks pretty worse for the wearer.
Yeah. So what kind of happens is I kind of like, when I come to, the mask comes off, I kind of like get up like I'm about to do something, but then I see Rixie and I try to take a
We
look
can hear
around
that,
and I
by the
kind
way.
of
We can hear
settle
that.
back down and I just kind of look at the bugbear. Just, kind of fix him with the glare, but I stay quiet.
And after, as you stay quiet, he looks at you and then you wake up.
I'm gonna do the same check.
Okay, go for it.
Ha! Finally. 15. I rolled a 15, so perception 19.
19. Okay, you don't notice any keys on him.
Okay.
But you do see, as you're like scanning around, you see on the other one, you do see a set of keys. Pretty obvious. I mean, they're on his hip.
That's what.
It's not like hard to see
okay.
or anything like that. So
Okay.
if that's all you're looking for, you're gonna see them eventually.
All I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find out where the keys are. Where
They're
all
not
the stuff
hidden
is.
or anything like that.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So,
Do I hear that conversation when I wake up? Like the.
You wake up afterwards.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just take off the blindfold if I can.
Okay, so as you start to get up and move around, you take out the blindfold, and about the time you get it off, you see this bugbear approaches you. He snaps the blindfold out from underneath you and goes, "You listen to me. You stay quiet. You be good."
Smile. Sit down.
Where's the audio, by the way? Background audio for our speakers.
Oh,
That's good. No, so we can't hear anything.
part of my diagnostic truck.
Gotcha.
Is everyone coming?
All right.
Sweet.
As you are looking around, you notice there's a couple of people that you've never seen before. You see a very large, strong fellow. He's the guy there with the axe, but doesn't really have an axe. He's in like some rough fur undergarments. Short, wavy, white hair, brown eyes. Looks to be a little bit older, rough skin. Tall and strong, very strong. Okay. The dwarf sitting down is also in his undergarments. He looks roughed up as well. He doesn't appear. He's got like black hair, black eyes, and he's come to, but he's just sitting there being quiet. And then there's that female, same thing in her undergarments, and she's just remaining motionless.
Do we recognize the dwarf?
It's not Gundren.
That's
That's
too
the
good to
way
be true. I assumed that was the case, but
Are
I
my
was just
hands
checking.
behind my back?
The female has
Your
long,
man.
straight white hair,
In front of me though?
yes.
dirty skin, but fairly tall. And she's missing her left ear. Okay. So you have a chance to, if any of you now kind of can see each other. Most of you are awake and alert to what's going on. You are gagged, so communicating isn't really easy to do, but you kind of can see each other. Okay. Is there anything any of you want to do during this time?
Yeah, so since we're in the forest, I'm going to just snap my fingers and
summon my familiar
Okay.
about 30 feet off in the woods behind
Okay.
a tree, and have it just kind of do a path around just once, just to see if this is it. If there's any like other sprawling people on watch. I'm trying to just get.
Are you looking through its eye? Are you like
Yes.
working into its?
Yeah,
Okay.
straight up. And I'm just looking to make sure, like, see if this is the only party or if there's other people out in the woods.
Perfect.
I kind of position myself so that like he's like if his eyes do anything weird, I'm kind of like positioning myself so that his head's kind of
I'm gonna
low.
pretend like I'm taking a nap too.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of like he's done this before.
Let me see what you see.
Would the doppelgangers be considered aberrations or celestials or anything that might fit into the 100 sense definition?
They are not aberrations.
Okay. Yeah. So celestials, dragons, fae, would they be considered fae?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I wouldn't be able to sense them with 100 sense?
Correct.
Okay, correct. That would have been a good bonus.
That would have been nice.
And do I roll for perception on this?
One second.
That's me.
Did you tell the?
So as your owl gets up and sort of walks around. Hold on one second. Okay, so
A map. Okay.
you get a better sense of your bearings as the owl's circling around because you can get up
Yeah,
pretty high,
yeah.
right? So you notice that you're in a small forested area. You can recognize, you see a couple of landmarks, right? You see the Sword Mountains to the south. You see the forest to the north, so you know you're somewhere in between. You can guess that you're somewhere here in these hills, okay? Because the land is very hilly, and it starts to get like you see fewer and fewer trees as you start getting closer to the Sword Mountains, and everything gets a little bit more dry, more rocky, and you see more just grassland and fewer trees as you start getting closer to the mountains. So you can figure that you're right around here somewhere.
Okay. Cool.
Just by getting a good high vantage point
Okay.
and looking around.
Good. No. And then the next thing I'm looking for is just to see if there's any other creatures that would be nearby, like on guard duty or anything around camp, just to try to get an appreciation of those numbers.
I guess your owl rolls perception, right?
Would my owl roll with disadvantage, or is it because I'm looking for it through its eyes? I still roll with disadvantage, right? Yeah. Or no? I'll take a straight roll.
Just use your owl's roll.
Okay.
Your owl's not. Yeah, your owl's
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get beat up. Yeah.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, 17. The total. 17 plus 3.
You get a good look through around in the area, and you don't see any other creatures.
Okay.
Aside from woodland creatures.
Okay. I'm going to bring it out, have it land, and just kind of make it disappear where it's hidden, and then I'm going to come out of it, and I'm going to keep that information to myself for now.
Okay. Anybody else like to do anything right now? As you all are doing this, by the way, you see the goblins are breaking camp, picking everything up, packing it away, and getting ready for today.
Do we spot our gear?
Yeah.
You see these two large chests and a couple of backpacks. The backpacks look familiar. The chests do not.
Okay.
I just start chewing through my gag
Yeah, it's a good thing to start with.
stealthily.
Stealthily, so
Yeah.
you're trying to chew through. And you know, if you could eventually even work it out to where maybe you could drop it to your, know, below your mouth. But when you do, if obviously if they make notice of that, you're going to be punished for it. So.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and kind of start trying to do the same thing.
Okay.
Not obviously, just work it, just
Loosen it.
Loosen it just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until we're kind of really walking to try to maybe do anything else while they're busy.
Okay. And you understand Goblinwood, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm listening as well.
Okay.
What you hear from them as you're talking is the leader, the one with the axe, or the larger one commanding the rest of them, I guess you could say, is Unig. They call him by Unig, and you see that he's explained to them. He's commanding the goblins, go, put this up, make sure that they're in line, and you find out that you guys are going to Wyvern Tor, and they're going to sell you to the orcs there.
Okay.
Can I cast invisibility on myself?
Can you?
Well, if I can get that gag off, I don't see why not.
Is it how do you cast it?
That's all.
Is it verbal only? Then
Well,
if you
no, it's VSM, so I
uh,
would still have to be able to manually move my hands in some way.
if you're bound, you won't be able to cast
Well,
somatic spells.
Where is it that? Because they have to do this, or I can't do this.
Any sort of manacled bound will prevent you from using somatic spells.
Okay.
That's here.
Okay. In terms of like picking locks and stuff like that, what do you have to have these tools, or can you use like anything? It's just a higher DC.
You have to have something.
You have to have something.
Currently don't. I'm gonna do. Well, once we're underway and the. Let me know
If
when
you
we're.
have something that you
I have
think
some
you could-
idea, but we have to be underway
think you
first.
Okay.
If you guys are just kind of biting and waiting to see what happens, they're eventually going to stand all of you up, and you're going to have 2 goblins to each side. And 2 bugbears in front. I'm sorry, I did not put.
He's got the key on his hip.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Here we go. So you also, there's a couple of wolves that are going to stand beside each of these 2 bugbears.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So the goblins are bringing up the rear.
They're going to be beside you guys.
So are they going to wake me up?
Yeah, if you're asleep, they're going to kick you up. Once they get everything packed together, they're going to go over and smack you with the blunt end of their spear.
Are they going to take
Get
the
up!
hood up?
They'll take your head off, yeah.
This is everything is there as it is. We're
Mhm.
in a chain gang.
Mm-hmm. So do you stand up and listen to their commands?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're gonna start marching you guys, and you can all see as you're marching that you're going through hills right now. There's the Sword Mountains to your right, and when you get to the peak of the hill, you can, in the distance, far, far distance, see Neverwinter Wood to the north.
Are we bound by just our hands?
Yes. And there's a chain linking you to each person.
Gotcha.
Is there slack to the chain, or is it individually, like there's like a length on each one?
There is some slack to it between each person. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but not much.
But it's basically like from one person to one. It's not one big long chain.
Oh, I see what you're
where there's like.
I see
like,
what you're saying.
It's not all one. It's like individually linked to the person in front of us. How is it done?
It's going to be linked to your manacles. So it is kind of like one long chain.
Okay. So there's room. It's not going to. There's not a fixed length of distance between each person. They're only going to be a certain way. It's just the length of the chain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if they held one end, do we all just slide down to the end?
So
or do we all
basically,
go
what I'm
at a
asking is,
set
if I like
distance?
stopped, it's not. They're not gonna. The person in front of me isn't gonna pull me along. It's the very first person
Oh,
who's
I see what you're
basically
saying.
going to be.
I'm sorry. Yeah. It is going to be linked to their manacles, so they're going to tug on their manacles.
Okay. So the person in front of me basically is gonna have.
It's not like just a hole that's looped through. It's like attached to it and then attached to the next
So
person.
if you
just-
stop walking,
But
the
there's
person in
enough
front of
there's
you
enough room for some movement.
right. Just again, it's more orientation, knowing how much room there is, and if somebody stops things up, how that's going to stop the line, and just thinking.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And those of you who are working on getting your gag like chewed up and spit out and working on it, you're able to do that at any point. So,
Okay.
During this walk.
Can I be doing that? And also, I want to do a similar thing. Like while we're walking, where the chains are making a clinking noise, I'm gonna test the manacles to see if there's any give to them at all.
Are you trying to pry
Um,
them apart, break them?
not so much break them, but it's like testing them. So like getting ready to, See if, like I said, like a loose rivet, but it's less of an inspection, more of a force.
Roll me a strength.
All right. At disadvantage.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. Yeah, they're not
I don't
budging.
know.
You don't think you're gonna be able to break these
Sorry, I
manacles?
got you
Oh,
drunk.
It wasn't your fault, literally.
Yeah, I don't want to. Okay. Around all the electronics
That makes sense.
possible.
So have I figured out my wrist issue, or is that a roll when I decide to?
It'll have to be a roll. Just looking at how these work, you do have to successfully escape.
I'm gonna go with like dexterity instead of strength.
It's a
though.
dexterity.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
dexterity
okay.
roll,
I can
but
do that.
it's a difficult roll.
Okay.
But you will have
I'll
to.
still work on it then.
Okay.
Who's bringing up the rear? Guard wise?
Whoever looks like Riction.
And then the
No,
two.
no, guard wise.
The goblins.
The goblins are
Are they
Beside you.
again? Are they parallel like that?
yes,
And nobody's watching the rear.
just like that. Yes.
Okay.
And again, just kind of taking a look back, because this is the first time I'm actually getting to take a look at these people. And you said this guy is an older gentleman, human being, behind me. Big, strong guy.
Talking about the larger, muscular person.
Guy with
Big
the
guy in the middle.
axe.
Human being. Older gentleman. Is that correct?
Oh, nice. Good sound effects.
Yeah.
Is he
Yes,
making that
what,
sound?
What do you want to know about him?
Again, just. I'm assuming he's human,
He's human.
or it looks like he's human.
He is human. He is. You could tell he's for a human. He's probably in his 40s or 50s.
Mhm.
Short, wavy white hair, brown eyes. Got rough, dark skin.
Yep.
He's fairly tall, and again, you know, looks very muscular.
What is his disposition? How does he look? Does he look angry? Does he look defeated? Does he look
He
Alert.
just has the most straight poker face. He's just very straight faced. Not.
okay?
Overall, too. Mine just overall view.
And the female behind him,
Okay.
just looking over, not gawking, but again, just looking at.
So this is a younger looking female, long, straight.
Younger, like teenager,
No, 20s.
Early
30s,
20s? legal age.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
the
Dirty.
back of my mind.
Dirty skin. She's fairly tall as well.
Human being.
Only other noticeable thing is she appears to be missing her left ear. Yep, she's human.
And the other two in the line before Riction.
The only other one that you notice that's different is the dwarf,
Different.
who's not one of your party and that you haven't asked about.
So there's two. There's a total of 4 people that aren't.
There's 3.
Great.
Oh,
Three.
who's this?
Oh, that's you. That's me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what? I thought it was being used for something else. Okay, so the dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Just like earlier, black hair, big bushy black beard, just wearing normal undergarments that you imagine a dwarf would wear.
Again, I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought I said it. More, I'm trying to look for demeanor. Like, do they look defeated? Do they look like they're looking around, being aware of the surrounding? Are they just trudging along?
Oh, they're watching us.
Trudging along.
Okay.
No sign of they don't seem to be sizing anything up. They're just walking forward.
Can we roll insight on them?
Sure.
Both not great. That would be 12.
12. They, when you glance around and look at them, they'll look up to you and then they just continue on trotting forward. Nobody's ever really able to talk. It's just sort of a sad march.
So again, I apologize. A sad march, like they look defeated.
They look defeated.
But the guy.
The barbarian doesn't look defeated, and you can tell he's a barbarian. He's a huge dude.
Okay, he just looks just stoic.
But
very-
he's just eyes forward, doesn't appear to be making any plans as far as you can tell. He's just moving
Yeah,
forward.
he's not looking around and like looking. He's just doing what he's told.
Correct.
Got it.
I actually speak Dwarvish.
Okay.
I speak barbarian.
Awesome. I'll try to do the same check on the dwarf to see if he's actually just biding his time, waiting for a chance to strike. If he wants vengeance, what type of demeanor?
You can
as a
tell
dwarf?
that he looks defeated, but nobody likes to be in chains.
Exactly. So, can I mumble under my breath, hopefully without the goblin's earsight, how long have you been here?
Sure.
In Dwarven.
Okay. He looks up when you say that to you. He kind of, in some dwarves language, it's really difficult to talk.
Yeah, I
okay.
understand,
He looks up and he just shakes his head and looks right back down. And he looks over at the two goblins.
I see. Okay. Have there been escapes before?
Is that what you're asking him? He doesn't really look to be interested in talking.
Then I will stop.
Okay.
Maybe try the woman.
I try to ask the woman. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna push.
Yeah.
You can. Every now and then you'll see these goblins. If they see you start mumbling or do anything, they'll come up and smack you with the butt end of their weapon. Not really necessarily trying to hurt you, just trying to get you to shut up.
During this time,
They seem to be very easy to antagonize. They're just looking for a reason to
Right.
smack you with the spear.
I'm gonna whenever we're walking by an area where I could summon my owl quietly. I'm gonna summon him and have him go look for snakes.
I'm just assuming your owl is summoned
yeah,
the whole time.
Yeah, he's out there.
Just
I'm gonna give him the
following.
direction to kill a snake and pick up some honeycomb.
Okay. He does so.
And he just holds on to it for me.
Okay.
Later in the day, so it doesn't spoil.
Sure. Now, so again, you guys are traveling across these hills. In the distance, you see Wyvern Tor. It is a strange outcropping of rocks on top of a very large hill. Okay? And anybody who knows the area, or your character knows the area, can roll me an intelligence history check.
At disadvantage.
At
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. You remember, you're still groggy and beat up.
Have I gotten the gag off me yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I cast Misty Step and will that get me out of the chain since I'm teleported?
Let's find out.
Did you say history? Or investigation? What did you say?
History.
History? Yeah. Okay.
He may quickly not move.
Religion or history? Is that
He said history or religion or just history.
As long as you can see the point that you want to go and have a verbal and you have the verbal component, you can go. You can get out of chains.
I look for a place and I bonus action Misty Step and then I action invisibility.
Okay. So as you are
And you're
going,
at the end of the chain.
as you are approaching, when you see the opportunity, when they're, there's lulls in the day of the during the march where they're kind of not really paying attention. Everyone is just kind of going about their business, right? You see an area, a rocky outcrop that you think you can that's within distance that you can get to, and then easily get behind as a party goes by it.
Okay.
You misty step to it, and then you are now free. You still have your clothes on you,
And then
and you cast invisibility. Okay. Are there spell components required for invisibility or misty step?
That's pretty cool.
Not for Misty Step, no. It's
So misty step is only verbal. There's no material.
an eyelash encased in Arabic gum, whatever that is. Because that's a thing.
It's peculiar.
That's what you have to do to cast misty step.
That's what the material component
That's
is.
the material component. So there is a material component.
Yeah.
You can
just use an
try
eyelash?
if you wanted to use just kind of use your own eyelash and then not necessarily have the component. You can roll me an Arcana to see if you get the spell off.
They were both bad, so.
What was the total?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not that smart. So, 3.
3. Okay.
It's a good try.
Well, what are you based? Religion or
You
Arcana?
can use your chip.
Archon.
Arcana. Okay. In that case, you attempt to do it, but without having the spell components, the spell fails.
No. Okay. At least I get out of there and I can at least hide and stuff.
You feel like if you can get it right, you might be able to bypass some of them, but you're gonna have to require a roll for it.
All right.
Hey, so is he still in the chain?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Since there are material components to it, he doesn't have them with him.
No, I'm not on the chain.
Misty Step.
Misty Step
got-
is verbal. I think he's rolling.
He's talking about invisibility.
right?
Oh.
Well, couldn't.
Okay.
Oh, so would that roll
I can-
even matter because he's already misty stepped and he doesn't have.
Well,
But he doesn't have his spell components.
for
That's
the
why he
action
can't.
to cast
Oh, okay.
invisibility, that's what he rolled for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't
Yeah.
for Misty Step.
So
I
yeah,
can
you
get
are
out of
you
it.
are behind this rocky outcrop,
Okay.
You suddenly notice that your dragging chain behind you.
and it takes about a few
Oh, it's a
seconds
dwarf.
before that chain to hit the ground. The goblins to look back, and you start hearing goblin in their goblin speak, start screaming and shouting and yelling towards the bugbears.
I am.
Okay. What are they saying?
I like to.
What are they saying? Are we aware of exactly what's
Yeah.
happening behind us now?
They say
You can hear him.
Yeah, because I can understand
Probably
goblins, so I'll
not.
know that somebody's out.
they're yelling, "Oneg, Oneg, Oneg! Prisoner escape! Prisoner escape!"
I'll look around to see who it is.
Which the goblin or the
No, to see who got out.
Rickson?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I smile.
Oh,
Because
No,
I speak Goblin, I think I got that too. I think I figured it out. I pieced it together.
so yeah, Rixian's gone.
Nah,
I look at you.
Not hard to figure out.
I'm just
You're
biding my
gonna.
time.
Yeah, just wait.
Okay, what are you gonna do, Rickson?
I
You hear
am
them shouting.
running and running and running and let's see. I'm gonna cast. Oh, it's not expeditious retreat,
Okay.
and I'm gonna triple run
Okay.
and.
So on expeditious retreat, what are there any spell components?
Nope.
Okay.
Verbal and somatic.
Just a verbal and somatic. Okay. You add your manacles. You can easily cast that.
Yep.
What does it do?
10 minutes. I can use dash on my bonus action, so I can run, dash, and dash again.
Okay. So because of that, you'll be able to outrun. How long does it last again?
10 minutes.
Okay. So you get a long lead on these people. So they're gonna start. They're gonna run. They're gonna start. The first thing they're gonna do is they're going to have the wolves come over and start sniffing for you,
Sure.
and they're gonna try to catch your scent. So are you running to where they can see you, or are you trying to weave your way into a path that is not really in eyesight? I mean, it's gonna be hard in the hills, but
Yeah.
you can roll me a stealth if you want to try to do that.
Got a 20 on this one.
And what is my stealth?
What's the other one? That's the one that's important.
Right.
Well, it's a 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna be trying to work my hands
Total?
out of the chains
I love
as
it.
they're distracted.
Metal. I didn't realize that.
They're all metal.
okay, one of the wolves is able to pick you up, and they start coming towards you with your expeditious retreat. Expeditious.
So just the wolves are leaving the group.
Yeah. So the wolves, and you see one of the Unig is going to be going with them. He can't keep up with them, but they're on the chase, right?
I'm gonna be as they were leaving. I'm gonna be starting to try to work on those manacles.
Yeah,
and
same.
Get out.
Okay. There is a roll to get out of the manacles.
Okay.
There's a dexterity or strength.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Best to just roll that now that they're focused, right?
Hold on. Yeah, give me one
Well,
second.
you may want to pick your moment.
Yeah. Well, the question is this the moment?
You'll have to decide that, but still.
Yeah.
You want to wait till like the bugbear's like right
Yeah.
next to you,
No,
running
no.
right next to you? Or
No. We're gonna wait
Out
as
of
they're
eyeshot-
kind of like
out of
I'm getting
eyeshot.
ready for this action as they get
Again,
away
yeah, you don't.
to the point
and
where
nobody knows what everybody else is
Yeah.
going to do either. Oh, that's
Okay.
You can't do it.
chase music.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
I got a
Not
speed
right
of
now.
90 per
Keys are
round.
going
What's
with
that?
the
I got a speed of 90 per round.
He's got-
Yeah. No, I'm aware.
But yeah, your owl can't do it.
So you have
Because
90
has a
total.
sweep that doesn't
Okay, you are
create an opportunity
the
of attack.
wolves. You have a pretty good head start on them, right? You have about a 100 yards ahead of them. They're keeping up, but you're slowly gaining some distance on them.
Okay. Can I see them or can I hear them?
Oh yeah, they're like I said, they're about 100 yards away from you.
Yards or feet?
Yards, 300 feet, and you're gaining about 10 feet around on them.
And
That's
Oleg's
welcome,
falling
man.
Oleg's getting farther and farther behind though as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are they within 60?
No.
Oh no.
No.
60 feet?
No, they're 300.
No, they're
Okay.
300.
You really outran him for a while, so you gotta.
You got
protect
10
that.
minutes of
could-
being able to outrun these guys.
You could start like eventually lead them back around so that you get back.
Now hold
to
on,
us.
he can't communicate with
Uh,
you.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm just, this is all like metagaming idea.
Well,
right?
if I'm within 120, am I still within 120?
You can drop back and get into 120.
I was gonna say I probably should have messaged them when I was
So it's okay.
running away.
That's okay. Yeah, because your whole thought process, go, 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 go.
Go.
And you hear
Yeah.
you look back and you can see these wolves just barreling down on top of
Especially you go.
Yeah, you split them up. That's good.
Do
That's,
not wait for us, man. You've got the worst on you.
You split the party, man. Don't worry about it. Do
Don't
not
you
worry about it.
know
Don't worry
you
about it.
never
Just
split
the
party.
It never. You have to worry. You don't have to worry about those things.
Now,
Never goes wrong.
after you get to a certain distance,
I would have done it too. Don't worry about it.
you're gonna hear this sort of a whistle, and it's pretty obvious that your magically enhanced speed is getting away from them.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so after about the 10 minutes or so, you see the wolves peel off of you,
Okay.
or they actually just kind of aren't there anymore. I mean, you get enough distance where they're a couple of hills back behind you, assumingly.
Is it forest area or plain?
But as far as you know, you eventually get so far ahead that you can look back and not see wolves. We'll say that.
Okay. Are the trees something I could climb?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or what's the surrounding area like? Alcoves?
Scattered trees. It's pretty open. There's some rocky outcrops. Are you heading towards the Sword Mountains? There's more cover there.
I mean, I just want
Do
to.
you even know where you're at?
No, I mean, I probably.
You can see the mountains. I mean,
Yeah. I'm still gonna. I probably would remember relatively where I came from. Right?
well, since you know where the mountains are, you can easily assume that if you're looking to know where Phandelver is going to, you know which direction to go. You just follow the mountain range.
It's west. Yeah.
I'm gonna head towards the mountains, and hopefully I come on to a river or some sort of water source.
Okay. What are you guys doing while this is happening?
Okay, so yeah, I was going to say you want to detail out what happens, and I think that's probably
Yeah. What do they do?
Yeah, what are they doing right now?
Well, as soon as they go out of sight.
You got about 10 minutes of action right now.
Okay.
They are chasing him.
Okay.
The three of them are chasing him. There is a
Yes.
bugbear and a couple of goblins frantically looking like they don't really know what's going on.
Where
Like, where did
exactly-
this guy go? He just disappeared.
Where exactly?
They're still
are they?
standing in there.
Are they in that formation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he didn't come over to this side or anything like that.
The bugbear, they're all just kind of moving around you guys right now.
Okay.
We'll have move the bugbear to the back of the line. So now he's kind of like looking at the manacles, and the manacles are locked still. So he's fidgeting with them, and and the goblins are kind of looking at you. As Unix leaves to chase him down, you hear him say to the other bugbear, "Make sure they stay in line," in Goblinly.
Okay. So can I try to pick the lock with like a stick, or is that not possible?
You can try.
Okay.
You should ask if it's worth it to roll.
Is it worth it to roll?
It's gonna be near impossible, but you
Okay,
can try.
never mind. That's a bad idea.
You got like a belt buckle? Oh, you were in our under thing.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I mean, not to mention you also attract attention to yourself if you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
What if I wait till one of them gets close and then I try something?
You have the somatic component. You can't do that while in chain.
Oh.
That's what I'm fighting
Wait a
with
minute.
right now.
I can if I free my wrist.
Yeah. So so I have I can use channel ability. It's called Knowledge of the Ages, and I can use it to become proficient with any tools kit. But I don't have it right now. I don't have any tools. Right. So I can't. All right.
Go ahead and move yourself around in a straight line.
Kind of like.
Yeah, kind of like heading some way. some
So we just
direction or
rotate
another.
the group.
Well, that's a cove.
Yeah, but so like we're like traveling.
Oh, so starting. Yeah, that works.
Well, no, he's in the back.
Yeah.
They
So
ran
what
that
were they
way.
doing? What were they doing with this stuff?
Right there.
That's-
That's just the gear.
they're carrying it.
Goblins, the bugbears are kind of that strapped to their back.
Okay.
and they're gonna drop it when they start moving around and dealing with you guys.
Okay.
They're just traveling with it. They're carrying it.
Okay.
Um,
So, did you drop it up here at the front? The one that took off with the.
Yes.
Okay. And does he still have his, or?
Both of them are up at the front
Okay.
How about the backpacks?
with the packs.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I think we like this candle.
All right.
So I'm gonna try to break out with Dex.
Roll me DC dexterity.
Let's do it.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Moment of truth, man. Let's go.
That's a 1 and a 2. So
Oh
no.
God.
I'm more locked up somehow.
Yeah, but you're trying to get out and you're shaking it, and the bugbear's gonna come up to you. Yep, move him up. He's gonna come up to you and say, "Stop that now!"
Stop.
Okay. And he has his mace, and he's ready. As soon as you move, he's gonna smack you. Anybody else? Yep. Roll dexterity.
Yeah, because now you're
Because now his he went like that. Okay, so.
Yeah.
And we just keep. One of
In
us,
God, I'm just like they're uncomfortable. I don't like them.
The dexterity. 17.
17. You're able to get your hands free.
I cast fog cloud.
Okay. What does
And
fog
I'll
cloud
put
do?
it right.
That's your ranger spell, right?
Yeah, I'll put it about in the middle.
Okay.
Fog cloud. So now there's a billowing fog.
And there's no. It's a. What are the? How do you cast it? No material.
I don't know. No, there's no material.
Perfect. So you, as soon as you slip your hands free, you cast the spell, and it creates this cloud of fog around you.
so everyone's.
We're gonna go into initiative order at this point.
Okay.
Is this a straight roll or is this is straight roll, right?
And can we? Can I
Roll a
also try to
disadvantage?
do before we roll
Initiative?
initiative?
No,
can
it's
I-
just your dex roll.
Before we roll initiative, can I do a strength attempt to get out of the manacles?
Yes, you can.
That's enough.
That's a 5. The other one was 17 though.
It's still initiative.
Doesn't count. Yeah.
No, that's not initiative. That was a strength.
No, roll initiative.
No. We're still in the middle of it.
Is it? Let's see. Initiative is just rate plus dex,
16. Yeah, plus your dex.
not including proficiency.
Well, we need some good rolls.
Unless you
guys.
have something like that gives you a boost to your initiative, you have to take a feat or something, or a
Gotcha,
special
gotcha. Okay,
ability or something like that.
So 18.
Nice.
It's my first good roll of the session.
Okay, initiative. Who got highest?
I had 18.
Okay.
I had 19.
Oh, you had 19? Alright.
I don't want to say. I don't want to shit on you. Yay! I'm at the beginning. No.
13.
We tied.
18.
Yep.
What is you?
And then Kale and I are 13.
And you both are 13. Who wants to go first?
You're out.
Why don't you go first?
Actually, both of you reroll.
So,
Okay, so re-roll and then that will decide the order.
yeah.
8.
6.
I go first.
Glad we got the crappy roll out.
fog cloud. Could you give me your dimension? Is it 20? Is it 20?
The fog cloud is 20 feet,
Okay. Where's
and I
your
dropped
origin?
it right in the middle. Right here.
It's only 4 squares, yeah.
Here, you put the circle in the
Okay.
origin.
Oh, really?
And then I'm gonna kind of just make it where people can
Because
see
4
where-
squares. Let me make sure that.
You won't be able to get everybody, but I mean, you just put it wherever you want to put it, and I just want to have it where it's for the deal. I just want to put the dimensions so people can see it.
Okay. So it's 5 feet in front of me and in a circle around that. So it's effectively ending here.
I mean, it ends at you. You're standing at the edge of it.
Is it in diameter or radius?
It's a radius.
20-foot radius.
It's a radius? Then it's up here.
No.
Or a diameter.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so
it's a 40-foot diameter, so it goes out even further.
Yeah, so that goes 4
It-
squares.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's four squares out from the center. Is a
This is here.
So it's right in front of you.
Yeah.
And it's right behind the dwarf.
While they're doing this, can I cast Healing Light on myself?
You're pretty much free and clear. You're in a different time frame than
So
them. You're way
everybody's
ahead of them right now.
in the cloud.
Okay.
Yay, bounce back.
No one knows how the cloud
Now,
works.
this cloud, so it obscures your vision, right? So all of you are you're basically blinded while you're in the cloud, okay? So the status
okay.
effect of blinded
So are they.
is you automatically fail any ability requiring sight. Attack rolls against creatures have advantage. Against a creature that is blinded has advantage, and a creature has disadvantage while attacking. So if you're both in the cloud, it's kind of a null point. But
It knocks it off.
I have a question. Is that bugbear in the cloud?
It's not, it doesn't go
Based
out
off
that,
where he
it,
cast it.
It doesn't go out that far.
It goes out right in front.
It goes
so
out
it's
to.
kind of on the edge.
It's kind of on the edge.
It goes out 1, 2, right there.
so he
This
is.
it comes from here 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, so I'm in it. So
You're
I'm
in it.
I'm
He's
on the
out of
edge.
it.
Right.
Worst case scenario for you.
That's alright.
Okay, through initiative order, he gets to go first. And
So how do I
What's
calculate
his?
AC without
Huh?
my arm?
What's his
sorry,
initiative?
22.
So
Okay. And speaking of initiatives,
take him. If we can take him.
I'm still heading back towards where I think they are, right?
believe. Well, you're
We have 10 minutes.
you're
to go.
many rounds ahead of them.
But I'm still heading.
Effective.
I'm how far? I mean, as soon as the are you just stopping until the wolves break out? I mean, you just lose track of them. You last you saw they were chasing you
I mean, I would listen, and if it's common enough, I would like get an idea of like, all right, don't hear anything, no howling.
because the second that you know, it's all based off of are they going to be able to catch you? Well, if you stop, they're going to be able to catch you, so they're going to keep chasing. Does that make sense?
I think I would just keep running until that spell runs out.
That's kind of what I was assuming as well. So like a good solid 10 minutes of you just trying to
That means
break
he's
free.
been chasing him for
I mean,
10
don't
minutes.
use the knowledge of what's going on here to assist you.
I know. I'm just saying, I'm still like, not trying to abandon it. I know I need to get back, and I do get to higher ground.
Yeah, we'll figure out what we want to do in a second. Okay. Now,
For the map, actually, I'm gonna make this look because I don't like the situation I am. It looks like we have more separation between the person who has the center on him. Like there's 10 feet of space as opposed to 5. So if that was the case, then I would be...
Again, I did that so you could kind of match it up. We could take that out of the way so you can count the squares.
Well,
You're kind of
because then that's 15 feet, not 20. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I'm just going off of what it
Because
is. It's harder to.
Because if he was, if
So,
it's
yeah,
there, then he would
he's-
still
he's
be
the
a straight
edge,
roll.
He's inside the cloud.
Okay.
At the edge of the cloud.
Yeah, because that was a little throwing me off a little bit because it. Yeah.
he's going to step outside of the cloud
Okay.
and go
The cloud is actually like a little. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
he's going to step outside.
Let him go.
You'll move him outside the cloud.
Yeah, he's outside the cloud.
Put him there. Okay. He's gonna step outside the cloud and go. What?
something.
Yeah, he's what happened? What happened? And then he's gonna yell at the goblins and say, "Get here now!" And that's gonna be his turn. It's gonna be the Ren.
I am going to try to. I know that I am manacled or whatever, but I'm gonna try to pull my gag out and try to grab the
Yeah,
goblin.
you're able to get the gag out easily.
and try to grab the goblin and grapple him.
Okay. So you can, based off your past perception,
just
you
tell
kind of
me-
know where they're at.
Just
But
tell me what I need to do.
so you're trying to grab the guy next to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a grapple at disadvantage.
Okay. 6, and so that's plus my strength. It's a total of 6.
Okay.
But I'm going to try to.
So yeah, you're trying to grapple, but you're just you can't see him, so you're having trouble, trying to get a hold of him, and he just slips away right when you start to feel for him. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? It's your action. Okay. Kelsey.
So I can't necessarily step very far because of the chain.
You can go about 5 feet
Okay.
before you start pulling on people. Can
So-
you turn the background music? It's way loud. I guess I can. Like 40.
Can I
you
attempt
actually can't hear it
to
on the stream that well, it's not
lead-
that loud. Okay.
Can I attempt to lead the chain to the other side of the cloud? So that's between us and the bugbear.
Where are you at?
I'm right here.
Okay, you can you can move about 5 feet from either of these two. So you can move out to the left or to the right, but you're not going to be able to move any farther than that.
Right.
5 feet to the left,
and
5 feet to the
any
right.
movement of the entire group would have to wait to basically their turn.
Yeah, I mean you're going to have a hard time.
Making that happen.
You're gonna in other words have to fight them and pull them to get any more
that'd be
than
a strength
5 feet.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be better suited. I think for me trying to get free.
Unless
So
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna.
orchestrate something. But in doing so, you're also going to let them know.
So
Right, I mean,
you choose-
Lucian's.
You're already free, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't broken
Gotta
free
roll
yet.
again.
Also, here's an interesting question: if I break the manacles, does that break the chain?
No. I don't think so.
The chain.
it breaks your manacles. It does not break
Off
the
of
chain.
Okay, yeah, okay,
You
gotcha.
get attempt to break the chain though.
But that would just separate one, split us off into two different groups that are chained
Correct.
together.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not as useful. All right, just please don't roll low. Gonna be 12.
Okay. You attempt to break the manacles and they don't budge.
Oh, wow.
Manacles are. What's the AC? What's the AC on escaping those?
Well, you don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You'll know when you hit it.
Yeah.
Wow.
If
Okay.
Above
that's-
a 12.
Is that your turn?
I don't really have any other options at the moment, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to.
Say something if you want.
I could use my second
he's
wind to
close
try
by.
again. Well, I know I can't attack him though, because
Why
I
not?
just used my action to break the chains. Is that right? Try to break him.
No.
Is that how it works? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can move, but I can move only 5 feet.
Yeah.
I guess
We're
I'm gonna. I guess what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to step around this side and pull Lucian with me with like a.
You can move that far,
Yeah.
but if you move any more, he'll feel a tug on the chain
Yeah.
when you move that way.
You
But-
can use your bonus action to talk
Yeah,
to
and
it.
I also use bonus action to be like Lucian, fall back, and I'm gonna pull on the chain. It's clearly. He's like,
Which way's back?
wait, are you gonna?
Well, behind me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull like a follow.
And yeah, so just keep in mind, you have a general sense of direction, but suddenly a
Yeah.
fog appeared around you. You have an idea of where you're at on the map, but you can't see.
Right.
So just keep that in mind when you're.
Okay, I know. I'm gonna step back. So yeah, there's an orientation issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it happens recently enough that I know that if I step to the side and back, I'm pulling Lucian away from where I last saw the
Well, he
bugbear.
doesn't move. He still
Oh,
stays
yeah.
there. You have enough room to move and not pull him yet.
Right.
Okay.
But I signal to him that I'm stepping back.
Is that your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. You guys are all gonna hear a loud "Ah!" and you're gonna and then he just kind of calms down, and that's coming from the guy in the middle there. And then you feel like the manacle's being pulled
Okay, cool.
very strong in a direction, but nothing else happens, and it is now.
Any,
It's like Mr.
wetness?
Furious.
Hmm?
Does it feel
Mr.
like wet on my
I
back?
love that movie.
Sound kind of suspect there for a second.
All right,
It's all or nothing, guys.
move him to here,
Okay. And what about the other one?
and move him up to here.
Nice.
Okay, he's gonna bump into
Cannon.
Kelsier, and he's just gonna stab with his spear. With disadvantage. Actually, no.
Disadvantage, he
Yeah.
bumps into you.
It's
So,
in- well, you
so
can't see.
But how do we do
Yeah.
AC?
do you
when
get a
we don't wear our
reaction?
armor?
Do you get a reaction?
Your AC is just your dex, flat dex,
Plus 10.
plus 10.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So 12.
He misses.
But does he get a reaction?
No.
No, because he just moved into my
Okay.
space. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's not
If
actually.
he moves
going through
out
his
of it,
space.
I can
He's
kind
not
of swing at him with my fist.
He's
So
non-threatening.
he
not
bumps
with the
into you.
spear.
He goes ah, and he stabs up with the spear. But just as far as you know, you felt a rush of something, just spear tip flying by your head. But that was it.
Okay.
Okay, and it is now Lucian's turn.
So the owl goes with me. It's gonna start just making passes at the goblin.
Okay,
Um,
which goblin?
the one that's outside that it can see.
Okay, roll an attack.
Can it cast cantrips?
10 plus. I think it's 1.
Okay.
11.
It swoops down at the goblin, and its talons scrape along its leather armor and then flies back.
No damage.
I'm guessing he just hovers around it, or
No.
okay, he gets an attack
No,
of
it doesn't.
opportunity.
No, not with
Oh,
an owl.
because he has
There's no out. There's no attack of
flyby
opportunity.
or something like
Yeah.
that. Okay,
That's why I did it.
It's
Cool.
Cool thing about the owls.
good thing.
Then I'm gonna try to get out of my manacles.
Okay,
That's
roll
fine.
me. Are you gonna try to break through strength? Or are you gonna try to slip
No,
him free?
I'm gonna try to slip him because
Okay.
I have a -1.
Go
to strength.
dexterity.
Dexterity.
That is a 11.
Oh man, that's
The 15.
bummer. Yeah. So yeah, you try to slip out, and you feel like you almost get it, but you just can't quite get your
We're almost
hand
there,
free.
guys.
What else would you like to do?
Um.
Is it your action to have him attack, swoop down and attack?
Well, technically he has his own
Okay.
initiative, so I just keep him with me. Just
Yeah,
for
that's fine.
simplicity's
That's works great for me.
sake. Good.
That's your action. It is now KO's turn.
I'll take a step back.
All right, my free then, right?
You're free.
I'm gonna use any type of hunter sense or anything to try to pinpoint where the goblin is, or
Roll-
where everybody else.
You have a good idea of where he's going based off your passive perception.
So can I get to him?
The manacles are off. You can move. Absolutely.
I'll try to get him. I'll try to.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I guess overbear. I'll try to tackle him. I'll try to overbear him.
So grapple.
Well, not grapple to where I'm just holding him still so he can stab me with the spear. I'm actually trying to tackle him to the ground. Oh, actually,
you
no,
can
you know,
shove him to the ground
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
or
gonna
grapple him.
I'm gonna go into the woods and I'm gonna skirt. That's what I'm gonna
Okay.
do. I'm gonna move.
So what's your movement? 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So and you rush out of the fog that you created.
So there's a rock in between me and them.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna start stealthing.
Roll stealth. Roll hide.
Stealth. 12.
Okay.
Who's next?
Is that your full turn? You can. I think stealthing. I don't believe hiding is a bonus action unless you're a rogue. They can do it as a bonus action, so I think it's just an action. Yeah. Okay, if that's your turn, then it's going to come down to the bugbear. What would he do?
Can't cast that.
And there's only one with them right now.
Yes.
The other one hasn't made it.
Those
back
two are
yet?
off the map. You can take them off the
Yeah.
map completely.
Oh. They wouldn't have made it back by now?
No.
No.
No,
We-
dude, they
we-
chased you
They're-
for a while.
They're chasing.
We've had 12 seconds.
They're gone for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had just left.
After they got a little ways away,
They, as soon as they broke across the horizon, y'all
Yeah.
bust into action. I mean, that's
it was like, go.
the bugbear's gonna yell in a broken common. Prisoners, march forward out of fog, or die. And that's his turn. The Ren.
That's a no.
It's a hard no.
It's a hard pass.
Let's try to wiggle out of the chains. Nope.
Okay. What else would you like to do?
Moving around is just going to be folly, so I'm just going to wait.
Okay. Kelsier.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to break out again.
Roll it.
Big money, no money.
Ooh. 19.
Okay.
Total.
You flex on it, and you've been pushing and pulling, and you can finally feel it pry apart enough that you snap the manacles out, and your hands are free.
All right, cool. Here's a quick question: does a link of chain come away with it enough that it could be considered a weapon?
Improvised weapon?
Improvised weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same thing.
cool. I'm gonna hold on to that because I
just
have
just
things that
the chain
require-
around your manacles.
Yeah.
Between for your manacles, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple feet of chain, not much, but it'll work.
Yeah.
All right, like a flail. Yeah. All right, awesome. So that was my action though. So I can move.
Okay. Improvised weapons do 1d4 damage,
Okay.
and you're not proficient with it unless you have proficiency with improvised weapons.
So you don't add your proficiency bonus.
I think it just says martial and.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you would, and I
So-
believe
You have to
chains
have a
would just be
feat.
like strength or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could still add your strength to it,
Gotcha, but
Not
not
your
my
proficiency.
but
proficiency
not your
bonus.
proficiency, correct?
So it'd just be a straight string.
Strength,
Okay.
dash. But I can't attack again.
You can move, but
You know.
it depends if you
Wait a
want.
minute. That goblin just bumped into you.
Right, I
But
know,
his
but
action was
I
to
use my
break.
action to break the chains. So
Is that your turn then?
if I move any significant distance, would I not? Because we're in fog, would I not invoke an attack of opportunity if I move out of range of the goblin because he can't see me?
No.
Would still invoke an attack.
That
of opportunity?
would require sight,
Yeah,
as
he's
far as
still-
I'm concerned.
Okay,
So
I can move out. All right.
You can also help other people break out.
Can I? Would that be a bonus?
No,
No.
no, that would be a full action. That's
Full action.
Does
yeah.
she stay
So
in
basically,
there?
move. You can move if you
Okay,
want.
okay,
Run like
move.
hell.
But that means, are you still attached to the chain, or did the chain break?
He
No,
broke
no.
his manacles.
Oh,
broke
he
my
broke his
manacles off, yeah,
away
yeah.
from the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. Can.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll sit.
Sorry if I went too soon, guys.
It's alright.
Okay.
No, it's
so
good. I mean,
if
he's
you're
not
gonna
into
sit there,
like wailing
you're gonna
on
The
hear,
guy is gone, so it's like
Uthgar, give me strength,
Uh-oh.
and you're gonna feel the chains behind you, Rin, start to shake and shake and shake, like the person behind you is desperately trying to break free, but is unable to. Okay. You're-
nobody's listening to the bugbear. Like, get
Yeah.
out! Nope.
Nope.
Nope, you come in here.
After the goblin kind of bumps into you, he's still trying to get out of the fog, so he's going to go the other direction. So move him out. Move him this way. This way.
Towards me.
Yes.
Cool.
To about right there. Where I'm shining.
Oh,
See the
over here.
deal?
Okay, he sees me.
So he's going to come out, and you're trying to hide right now in those bushes. So he's going to roll. What was your stealth again?
My
You
stealth.
wrote it down.
I think it was 12.
12, I believe.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. And he rolled. Okay, so he's going to come out. He doesn't see you. So that was.
But I
six-
see him.
Yeah, you see him. He's not stealthy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move him to there, and then move him 6 more around through these trees.
So what's he armed with? I'll attack him as soon as he gets close to me.
Okay.
and that does
well-
bring him by him.
He's going to come by you. You can provoke.
Is it attack of opportunity? Is he
Yes.
close enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he gets to right there.
What's he armed with?
Spear.
Spear?
Get your reaction.
All right.
So you can use your reaction as he's coming by to strike at him.
Yeah. Is this still at disadvantage or?
This is a disadvantage. This is an unarmed attack.
It said
Yeah.
attacks are at disadvantage. Sure, I thought it was just ability checks.
Just ability.
Oh, no. You're out of the
Inside-
fog.
Yeah,
You're
inside the
out
fog.
of the fog.
Okay.
So no, it's just a straight roll.
Okay.
16.
But you
Nice.
don't.
So we add the
Your
strength.
Or
Your
your
strength.
dex base, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess for unarmored attacks, it's always strength.
Yes.
Do it.
And unarmed attacks, that does 1 damage, I believe.
Well, so it's a +3. So there's a
Plus your strength. So
Yeah.
4 damage.
17 to hit.
Yes.
So a D4.
4 damage. No,
4
just-
four
damage. It's
damage.
just 4
It's
damage.
just four
Because it's
damage.
just a 1. It's just 1 damage.
yeah.
Plus your strength. So as you're coming by, you try to deck him, and you smack him hard in the side of the head, and he's kind of wobbly, but he still moves forward the remaining distance because you kind of caught him as he was moving by. His momentum carries him forward.
Just donkey punch him as he walks.
And Lucian, it's your turn.
Going for it.
Okay, the owl's gonna make his attack on that goblin.
Okay.
There. 14.
It's gonna be a miss. Again, scrapes across his armor, but does not. The talons don't
Still keeping
don't
his
connect.
attention,
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to break out.
Roll it.
That's a 15.
It's enough. So you're able to slide your hands through the manacles, and the chains fall to the ground.
Sweet.
What else? That's your turn.
I'm twirling my thumbs.
Did you want to do any movement?
I don't know where anybody else is, and nobody's attacking me right now, so I'm good.
Okay. KO.
All right, improvised weapon. Pick up a rock.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I'll attempt to throw it at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be a dex then.
Yeah.
Would I hear them fighting? To the left?
Oh yeah, you hear him fighting.
Haha! I rolled a 19.
Okay, that's
20,
gonna hit.
21, 22.
That should just kill him. So you take the rock and you just chunk this huge rock at him, and it just bears right on the side of his head, and he just
He's dead.
Take the rest of my movement to go and grab that spear and any type of dagger or weapon he has on him.
Okay.
And I'm still gonna. Are we still hidden behind that rock? Can you
All
see
right,
us?
he's
through that rock?
got a shield and a spear. So
Grab it.
Okay.
Shield and the spear.
Okay, so it'll take, like, we'll say the rest of your move action and bonus action to, well, what's donning for a shield?
Should be pretty easy.
That's just
pick it
picking
up.
something up.
Yeah.
It's like a weapon.
It's like an action. Like you're picking something up.
Okay.
Because it's not like you have to. Like,
Does he have any like daggers or anything like that? Shield, spear, and that's it.
Let's see. What's that?
Does he have any daggers or anything? Throw it.
Just the shield and spear.
Sweet. Okay, that's good enough for me.
AC goes up by 2.
All right. If that's your turn, the bugbear, not seeing anybody come out, is gonna say, "Fine, I'll make you," and then he's gonna step up to where you were,
No. Lovely.
and he's gonna attack you. So, but
He's at a disadvantage.
At disadvantage. But since he has advantage on you, it's just a straight roll.
That's why you should.
And he's going to miss. You're just gonna see a swirl in
missed
a
an 11?
mace kind of come by near you, huh?
You missed an 11?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're gonna see like a swirl, and it's just gonna
Contraband
miss.
rolls.
And if that's gonna be his turn, and then the Rin gets to go.
So they're back all in the fog, right?
Well, there's that one little goblin who's been harried by the
Not
owl.
for long.
While I'm running, by the way, I'm looking for mud,
Okay.
so I can cover myself in mud.
Okay.
And roll around in it.
Can't wait. Till
Someone's seen
I
Predator.
can't wait till we find him.
Someone's seen Predator.
No.
Still not able to get
You
out.
just be like.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything? Say anything?
I'm not gonna draw any attention to myself right now. No.
Kelsey.
Can I move so I am around, like behind or on the edge of the fog, but
You can
close enough
move
to hit?
based off of what you see, and you can move through an ally. Yeah.
Okay. So this represents the edge, though. Okay.
Yes.
So if I move here, no, maybe there.
So you don't have any of your stuff.
No, I don't have any of my armor class. The fog is kind of benefiting us right now, but not if I want to do something. And that maneuver doesn't work because it requires line of sight. Oh.
So you'd hear the bugbear approach, and you know it's there.
Gotcha.
Step right. You would know that the bugbear came in the
Yeah,
fog.
you can hear. It's fine.
Ooh, that could be fun. You got some spell. Oh, you're not. You're free.
What are you gonna do?
Gotta pick something.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Fly faster.
I'm going to step forward and attempt to attack the bugbear.
Okay, move your guy right up next to him. Roll an attack.
All right. At disadvantage because we're in the fog.
No, straight roll because
Straight roll, because he's in the fog as well.
Oh, okay.
So
you
pick
can
up another dice, roll again.
Wish I could have just taken the 11 plus 3, so 14.
That's not gonna hit. You feel your chain slam up against his shield. And if that's your turn,
Actually, no, never mind. No, not yet. It's not worth it. I wouldn't do enough damage even if it did hit.
you're gonna hear the chains shaking behind you again, the Rin, and still and just a like kind of a
about the
grunt
dwarf?
of a sigh, and it's going to be okay. So he's dead. That goblin's gonna move up next to Lucian and stab with his spear,
Okay.
following his bugbear companion's lead, and that's gonna be a hit.
Okay.
And it's going to do
37 damage.
8 points of damage to you. Lucian, it's your turn.
I don't like this guy. Sweet. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna inflict wounds. Just reach out and try to kill.
Roll the attack
It's +5. Come on.
on the bugbear, right?
No, on the goblin.
Okay.
That's a 13. So no, sorry, 18.
18's the hit. Pretty sure you inflict wounds pretty strong.
3d10.
Yeah. So
13 points of damage.
so
Should've done it to the
how does it
bugbear.
look? How does it look when you kill him with the
Just got hit by him. So.
with the inflict
So
wounds?
as he stabs me, it's gonna kind of just catch into my ribs just a little bit, not penetrate, but just stab in. I'm gonna grab the spear and kind of like grab his arm and pull him closer to me, and just kind of like grab his head and then just watch, just kind of like cast it into his neck and just.
So
kind of
you're
watch
using
him
his
grab-
attack
Yeah,
against him
and
to.
just grab his neck and just kind of like cast it through him and just watch him just kind of like crumple.
Yeah. Yeah. So he falls to the ground lifeless.
So
KO.
Ander. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Before I move or before I do an action, the way my fog spell works is it'll come out. I'll blow it into the spot where I want it to.
You can, as a bonus
Originally.
action, move it.
No.
Oh,
When I first cast it,
when you
that's what it
cast it,
looks
oh,
like.
you kind of blow
And the wisp
okay.
will go to the spot where I want it.
That's
and
cool.
And it'll just expand.
Yeah,
oh,
that's what
that
the
is
spell will
cool.
look
Yeah,
like,
that is
okay?
cool.
All right. I'm moving quick. I'm going up and over.
Okay. Pretty easy to climb. You don't have to make a roll for it. And you're about 10 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to quick scan search for my rapiers and my gear.
Okay, so it is a locked chest. As soon as you go to grab it,
Do I
you notice it's
recognize
locked.
anything of mine amongst this?
You see, I mean, there are a couple of if you carry daggers on you, you'll see a couple of like.
I'm just wondering if my rapiers are amongst this stuff.
You don't notice any rapiers in those backpacks.
Okay, well, if it's a locked chest and I hear them engage inside, smash the chest with the shield.
Okay.
The lock.
So you're going to roll me an attack.
Take that cockeyed. 13 plus we do a strength bonus.
Yes.
16.
16 to hit.
Yes.
That should hit it. It's a stationary object. I always found it, like,
yeah, but
one
he's
of the
trying to
things-
hit a specific
Oh,
way.
to
Yeah,
knock
I'm
the
taking
lock
the
open.
shield and I'm
Trying to open it.
down on the shield.
That makes way more sense than what I was thinking.
Like
you
that.
do.
Captain America
That's a
style.
Much better idea.
Yeah, totally Captain America style. Just bludgeoning shield.
Gotcha.
Fine.
Just let your hammer go.
What was it again? I'm sorry.
16.
16.
Also, he might hit it, but if it's a strong, if it's
Right.
like iron, it doesn't do
Right.
any damage.
That's true.
So 16 is gonna hit. Roll damage.
What's the damage for the shield?
Improvised weapon.
D4.
D4 plus strength.
2 plus strength, 5.
Okay. Okay, so you are able to shatter the front end of this and are able to lift it up.
Open it.
All right, inside you see.
You have a 16 strength.
The eye patch.
13 strength.
So you have about
Oh,
50%
yeah.
chance of your
Oh,
weapons being in
I
here.
was about to say that's pretty.
Oh no no
you're
no no
pretty
no
damn
no
strong.
no 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 no. I was looking at this plus 3.
Sorry, I don't mean to screw the party. I'm just saying that
for the ability.
Dude, why?
thing.
Why?
I'm
Why?
just
Why
going
aren't
by
you-
what's
why aren't
back.
you up at the front?
We
My
gotta keep
strength
each
is
other in
my
check.
strength is a 3, and then I had this plus 3 down here, so I was just going by that.
Oh,
So
I
it's
got
probably
you.
a plus 1 if it's a 13,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, plus one.
So what was
So
your
that'd be
damage
3.
again?
Total of
It's like
3.
3 damage.
Okay, that was still enough to break
Okay.
it.
Sweet.
It wasn't a strong constitution. And roll me a D100. Here you go.
Ooh.
Big boy.
Yeah, if you get high, 50 or higher,
62.
okay, you are able to find your weaponry in here.
Start strapping. I'm looking for my stuff.
Okay,
you know?
that's going to be your turn then.
Yeah.
Okay. And Bugbear is going to, after you come up and smack at him with your
Yeah.
chains, he's going to turn and swing at you with his mace.
All right.
He's going to hit easily on that one.
Oh.
And he's going to do.
Don't worry about it.
Man, not having armor is.
Yeah.
that
probably
hurts.
difficult.
Yeah,
It's not great.
But freedom is worth it, right?
Yeah.
totally.
He's going to do 9 points of damage to you.
Could have been worse.
Hang in there,
Yeah.
buddy. Hang in there. Hang in there.
Will you let me know when I'm within 120 feet?
Of them?
Dude,
Are you coming back? I thought
You're
you
not.
was-
It's not going to happen this combat. I can guarantee you.
Hey, even the guy that was chasing
I mean
you is
tomorrow.
not coming back anytime soon.
Next session when Rixian returns. Yeah, I just figured you went off to live as a hermit in the land, the mountains. Of this
Not adventuring.
I'm done.
All right, that was the Bugbear and the Wren.
I'm just gonna sit down and start working. No, I'm serious. I'm just gonna I'm gonna sit down and just start working at it. I think I got it. Total of 20.
Oh yeah, you definitely got it.
But I'm just gonna sit and just stay there.
So you slipped it out and you're just sitting in this fog and just
I'm very dejected right now, so I'm just gonna sit down. I'm just gonna stay out of the way right now.
Okay. Understood. And Kelsier.
All right, I'm gonna attack the bugbear again.
Straight roll. Straight roll. Straight
Oh,
roll.
straight roll. Okay.
That looks better.
13.
Miss. Hit the shield again. Okay.
You get 2 attacks?
What
No,
else would you
not
like to
yet.
do?
Oh.
No, 5th level.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You still have a movement, bonus action.
Bonus action. I'm actually gonna.
You have movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And it doesn't provoke.
I guess yeah. I'm gonna move out of the fog and see Kale there pulling the rapiers. I'll be like, it's like, get back in the.
I'm looking
Yeah.
for all my equipment. If my armor's there or
Your
whatever.
armor's gonna take minutes to put on.
I'm not gonna put it on. I'm just
Okay.
looking for it.
Okay.
I want to be able to see it.
So yeah, I'm gonna move out and.
Sure.
I guess that'd be an action, but is my stuff in the chest that it's already open?
You don't know the chest is number 1 open and that he's there.
Oh.
Well, he moved out.
I moved out of the fog.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
okay,
saying,
yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
So it was like I'm just gonna be like,
Roll a D100.
oh okay. Ooh.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I think it's a 93. Yeah.
It's 93.
Okay. Your equipment is
hard
in the
to-
chest.
All right, I'm just gonna pull out Talon and look at Kate.
I don't think.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think you
That'll
have
be your
any
turn.
more left.
Okay.
We're
Two-
just exchanging awesome grins right now.
Just be like, things just changed.
So it takes just for you, so you guys know, it takes an action to use an object, right?
Yes.
So like getting into a chest, searching around, finding your
Right.
stuff, that takes an action. So
Okay.
you
So
move
you
to
can
do it.
see it.
I can see it.
Action, like an attack, is also an action, right?
okay.
So you used your action to get your equipment
Yeah.
Okay.
and find it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Because I already opened the chest.
if that's your turn, then
So it doesn't count as a free action like picking it up or drawing it as if you like dropped it or were disarmed.
you can drop as a free action, basically.
Right.
There's not really free actions, but yeah, you can drop a weapon.
Okay.
You can, I would say, pick a weapon or draw a weapon.
Right.
But
But
to
opening the chest, rummaging around,
well,
finding
the
it.
chest was already open.
Yeah.
yeah,
but
it's
rummage-
open, but just to use the chest, to search the chest for
Okay,
your gears,
isn't
to
it-
get
Oh,
your
yeah,
gears.
You're going
Okay.
through a lot of stuff.
Remember,
Gotcha.
guys, you have 6 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And you did do attack, so you have to wait for your next round to make your action to pick it up.
and you can only do, and just for future notice of using as far as a bonus action is concerned, you can't just like as a bonus action draw, drop.
Very specific.
If you get
No,
one,
Yeah, you get
very
like
much.
one.
and
basically.
only if something says you get a bonus action.
Like
to
if
do
you
this.
want to say I drop my this and pull out this, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because you know where everything is on here.
Yeah.
you're gonna hear just a strain behind you.
This poor barbarian.
You hear a snap of
Yay!
the manacles behind you, and you hear Uthgar, give me strength, and then he's gonna move up beside Lucian.
On this side
He's just gonna he actually hold on 1 second. Here's what he's gonna do, because he has no idea what's going on. He's just in fog right now. He's gonna move this way, and he's gonna come up to this rock face and just stay there.
right here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see. They're dead? No. Oh yeah,
Both
he's dead
goblins
for
are
sure.
dead,
Yeah,
yeah.
he died. Lucian.
Yeah, sure. Why the heck not? I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action
Mm-hmm.
and have it attack the bugbear.
I'm so sorry you're tempted to fight this bugbear.
Here's your spiritual weapon.
Thank you. It's gonna appear right behind him. 'Cause
Okay.
That's cool.
Roll it.
Straight roll, right?
As far as I know.
21.
Hit.
With my spell cast ability modifier, so that's gonna be a big wisdom. Oh yes, that's gonna be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
And
Okay.
then I'm also going to attack it with
He's a
a
bugbear
inflict
slayer.
wound as
It's a
well.
bugbear slayer.
Okay, because it's a bonus action to
It's a spiritual
cast
weapon
it.
is a bonus action to cast, and
Okay.
I can. I'm
Can it attack
attack
once-
on the first round.
as it comes into
can
its
attack, I think,
space.
correct.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think it will.
That's what we. Yeah.
I think
Balance
we-
did that.
Now hold on. You cannot cast a leveled spell and a leveled spell, even if the leveled spell is a bonus action.
Oh.
You can only cast a cantrip, even with like the sorcerer's twin spell.
Okay, then I'll Sacred Flame him. That's
Okay.
a Dex saving 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get, I believe, disadvantage on this.
Nice.
Because he has to
Thanks
see
for
it
that fog,
coming.
by the way.
Disadvantage attacking. I'm gonna say that requires sight. We'll give him disadvantage here, or yeah. Okay, what's the DC?
13.
He succeeds. And what else would you like to do?
I will. I'll. The Ren was behind me. I'll reach back and be like, Ren, we should get out of here. And I'm gonna move out of the fog.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I'll go this way. So it's
Sure.
here.
You can move by. He can't see you. I mean,
Okay, so so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna open this chest too.
try to break it.
Yes, sir. $13 to hit, but now
So you hit it, but it does no damage.
I didn't. It wasn't a full total.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just want totals.
Okay. Yeah. So
I don't care about the base.
16 now.
Hit.
Okay. Now
You break it.
open up the chest.
I rolled a 1 for its AC, so you
Okay.
break the lock and the mechanism on that chest, keeping it from opening, and are able to open it up.
Are my crossbows in there?
All of your equipment is now in front of you in these two chests.
Cool. I'm gonna pull out the crossbow now.
Okay.
I'm gonna load it and level it at the fog.
That's a lot of stuff to do, and you broke the thing.
Okay.
searched
You
for
can
the
get your
thing.
crossbow out.
I got the
You
crossbow.
can't load it.
I got the crossbow out.
You got the crossbow.
I got the crossbow.
And you got some bolts.
And okay.
And you're ready to you're ready to load it
and some
up.
bolts. So I won't taunt
Because I
just
think
now.
I believe loading a crossbow takes time. I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like a bonus
It's a-
action. or
it's
something.
That's a
bonus
heavy
action.
crossbow, but not. Yeah, bonus action is to load a crossbow. You don't get 2 shots. You get
We'll just say you
shot.
get your crossbow out.
Okay, got the crossbow out.
You see it. You
I
grab
will not
it.
taunt at this point.
Bugbear, hearing you move out, is going to turn and step out of the fog.
Where? To me?
Just well, just towards anything. Just come towards me out of the fog. And upon seeing you being the closest, he's going to step up and
I would-
attack you. Misses.
Cool.
So you're able to. He just coming out. He just barely gets his bearings, swings at you,
Right.
and you're able to sidestep it. The Ren.
I'm going to.
You hear the people breaking free and moving out of the fog, and you're now free yourself.
I am going to continue to kind of sit in a fetal position and just kind of hold my knees to my chest and just wait.
Okay.
Can I
And
dissipate the fog? Can I dissipate the fog now?
as I think that's how the spell works.
Okay,
On your turn.
It's because is that an action or no? It's just a free. it's
What
a
does
free
it say in
It's
the
just a free
spell?
thought.
action. Okay.
What does it say?
Okay, so
And while you're looking at that, it's going to be Kelsey's turn.
Woo!
Spheres,
All right.
spreads,
So
power.
can
You see Talon.
All right. I'm gonna.
Any wind of
pick-
moderate or greater speed than 10 miles per hour disperses it. And it lasts for the duration or until. Okay, so it lasts for the duration. Sorry.
I'm
until-
pretty sure you can
I think
cancel
you
your
can
spell
cancel
whenever
your
you
own
want.
spell.
Whenever you allow me
It's
to
a
do
concentration spell, right?
It. Yeah, whenever you allow me to do it, I'll cancel.
Does it require concentration?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you can dismiss it by stop concentrating on it.
All right.
That makes sense.
So I'm gonna retrieve Talon.
Mm-hmm.
Can I move an attack or is
Yes.
there? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm going to step up immediately behind the bugbear and just
Roll
lay into him.
Roll it. Remember, you actually get a bonus to AC. And, oh, you probably already have the stats on it.
Yep.
It's a +1 sword.
I have it. Yeah. 16.
Is going to hit
Yes.
just
Roll.
barely.
All right. Going to be 10.
10. Okay, 10 points of
Yes.
damage. Got it. So he sees you you slip in between his shield and armor and get a good clean cut off, and he screams, "Ugh," and says no, and then it's gonna be. Let's see what barbarian does.
Whatever barbarian does.
So, okay, he's gonna head this direction now. 6 spaces.
So
He's still in the
And then
fog.
he'll move another 6
he's dashing
spaces.
out,
So,
okay.
he's
Okay.
out here. Once he's out of the car,
yeah, once
he's
he
rolling?
sees this, he's gonna look around. He sees the dead goblin. He's going to. He knows where you guys are at, so he's gonna try to circle around. So just bring him closer. Yeah, he'll climb up.
He dashed, so you get 6 from there.
He'll climb
well,
up.
it was
Not
like,
in the fog though.
Yeah, no, I understand, but it was here, so it was a couple out, so I think he gets like up there.
Sure. Okay. Lucian.
Spiritual weapon. That's a 17.
Hit.
That is a 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to inflict wounds.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh my god, he's dead. He dies. So you're able to sink into him and just his body just decays.
Jeez.
He gets distracted by this. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
That's actually something I haven't thought of. Right now, we'll just say it looks.
We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
A book, a big
A
book.
big book.
book.
It's just a
Smacking him.
Browbeat people with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, at that,
You need to get smarter. Let's make some
Chaos, your
intelligence in
turn.
you.
You dismiss
Dismiss the fog.
the fog, and you guys are now where you are. Hold on, we're out of combat now.
So I'm going to first order of business is I'm going to start looking for my stuff.
Okay.
Look for the other one. Yeah, we're gonna definitely put our stuff on.
Yeah.
We weren't going to Cragmar though. We were going to an orc encampment. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You look around. The goblins are dead. The bugbear's dead. No sign of Unig or the wolves. It's been the span of about a minute, and it's safe to assume they've ran off chasing Rikshin. Okay. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna
Immediately.
free everybody. One.
Okay.
Try to enter some dialogue with our new friends while putting on our equipment.
After some work and some help, you're able to free everybody from the manacles and chains. The large barbarian-looking fellow is going to look around, and he looks at towards all of you, and he kind of nods. He has a very just a blank face. You almost can't even read what he's thinking, right? Very blank face. He looks and nods, and he goes over to the bugbear, and he picks up the mason shield, and he starts unstrapping his armor, and then he looks and he says, like, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
It's not his,
Yeah.
like, you know, he says some things that you don't really understand in a very strange language.
Which language? Which language?
You don't.
Well, what language do you know?
Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Goblin, Giant, Sylvan, and Draconic.
This is, it's kind of like a common, but it's a different form of
Is
common.
it deep
so,
speech?
Not deep speech.
Okay.
It's safe to assume that the tribes have their own sort of language.
Yeah.
And he says,
Gaelic or something like that.
his hands kind of move in a funny way when he says it, but he's like, I take.
I don't think I have a problem with that.
No argument here.
As long as my stuff is in the
Yeah.
crates, I'm good
I'm
with
strapping on my chainmail and
Okay.
all that
So
stuff.
if you were say if you
Does
say
nobody wants the armor, the bugbear weapon.
that. No.
he's looking,
I'm gonna search him for anything, but he can have the armor and the mace. I do want to check him for it's my kill, so I do want to search it for gold and just trinkets and stuff like that.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, you see this large, you know, and he's
Yeah.
towering over you, and
So like I'll pick up the mace and hand it to him.
we can go to just overall.
Yeah. So I'll pick up the mace, I'll hand it to him, I'll start like taking off the armor and like handing him stuff, and then kind of just dividing it up.
He'll
as we
step
go.
back, and he's very respectful of what your wishes are with the dead bugbear.
And just for the record, that was 48 points of damage.
48
Jeez.
Overkill. He's just like dust.
Yeah, it just evaporates.
Yeah, he decays.
I rolled really well. I was very happy.
Oh.
So you find 50 gold pieces on him. And
Do we recover the stuff that was on us?
you find one gem of value that was from your previous belongings. You decide, yeah, what one gem from what you had in your previous log or inventory.
Were those the garnets?
Of that, whatever gem you just say you can roll for it or just pick one.
Okay.
So but you allow him to don the armor. So he's going to put on the armor and take the weapon and shield, and he's going to head out.
Yeah, peace out.
What else would you guys like to do?
I want to search to make sure we have I want to look for the comb and anything that we might have had on us from our previous adventure. You know, the wavering comb and everything like that to see if we still have that stuff.
Go through the list, and I'll tell you if you have it or not. Of gold and gems, you find just through all the gear of the chest, the backpacks, and from the 2 goblins, you find 4 more of your precious gems, 100 more gold, and then go down the list of the items that you would have had, not including weapons and armor. All of your weapons and armor are there.
Yeah. So we got 4 more precious gems.
It's a tree.
1.
How about this?
Naked.
Okay. Naked.
Okay, I had a potion
Then
of healing.
Oh, that's gone.
Potion of healing.
Yes. Okay. It's there. How worth it even 100?
So that's small jade frog.
Not there.
You already told me the silver. Okay, the malachite gem.
I'm coming
That's
to
the 4 that we got.
Mhm.
Okay, then we got 1 garnet. The eye patch. The gem embroidered eye patch.
There.
Tiny gold and ruby earring.
Not there.
Do we care about the red brand cloaks? 3 red brand cloaks.
It's fine.
No, it's not there. 3 red
Get
brand
it
cloaks.
It's fine.
Garnet. So 2 nets.
There.
We had stashed most of the short swords and the short bows and stuff.
That's still at the
That's still at the manor. Okay.
Still at the manor.
Is that a big
So
pile?
I think that's
Still a big
every
pile waiting for us.
everything of value.
What
The
about
only
everything
was
else?
the gold and silver that we got from that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Correct.
So that's gone.
I'm pretty sure the doppelgangers took the bag.
Here's the question. What
That's
happened
there.
there, guys?
The tiny gold, that's gone.
They sold us
Cloaks
to
are gone.
these
Provisions
guys
gone.
or gave us to these guys.
So those are
I'm
there.
wondering if it's one of these.
Okay. And then. Okay. I'm up to date.
Okay.
On all that stuff.
The comb, I think, is there as well.
The comb. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's the sister Gerling gave us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's for the Banshee mission. Okay. Sweet.
Okay. So there's the equipment that you're able to procure from what you had before.
Mhm.
There are still the large barbarian is gonna grab the gear and go about his own business. There's still
These two.
I'm guessing you have freed them, right?
Yes, we freed them.
So yeah, there's this dirty, beaten up female and dwarf, as I described earlier.
Is there equipment in the box in the chest too?
You find a set of clothes for both of them
That fit them.
that fit them.
Okay. That's what I want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. Do they look like they're familiar with it when they put them on?
Fine.
What?
The clothes.
Oh. By all means, I'll hand her the clothes that belong to her.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Has
you
the
know,
Rin moved?
But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get the stuff
I'm
that
gonna meet
belongs
that
to the
tree.
Ren, and I'm gonna actually take him over to the Ren and see if he's okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll bring you your stuff, the Ren, and I'll take off my hat and I'll fan you.
No, they'll go ahead. I'm not really any use to you right now.
What are you talking about? We're all together.
Yeah, but they took all our stuff.
Oh, they only took the stuff we could afford to lose. We couldn't afford to lose you.
Yeah, but I don't really. It's not. I can't help you out right now. I'm useless.
Well, you can help us out a lot by following us and coming along with us. You know, we don't have to harm anything anymore. So, stiff up a lip, Rotel. Come on, come along. And so you'll feel better when you put your mask on.
They have my mask.
Yes. Right here, my friend.
I put it on. I don't have anything else on except for that. Okay, give me a minute.
Give me back my face.
Okay.
Before I'm gonna head over to talk to kind of join that party in just a second.
Yeah. You guys can do whatever you want.
And I'll lean over to Kelsey and like, we need to find out what happened to Rixian. He's alone out there and being chased by 2 wolves and a bugbear.
Yes, we should follow them if we can.
Cue Rickshin covered in mud, sitting there underneath a rock and a bunch of leaves that he strapped on with like a sharp stick and a rock in the other hand, just waiting.
He's gonna go on an off-screen adventure. I was like, we should definitely.
Total Lord of the Flies.
I offer to the dwarf and the female.
Yeah.
I said you can travel along with us if you can keep up.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like as soon as I got all my stuff on though, it's like I'm gonna like then like oh my head still hurts. I don't know if it was from being knocked out or the ale.
The dwarf says, "Hey, it's better than being slaves for orcs. Where are you heading?"
And head back to town. Maybe you can get your bearings.
He says, "Well, if you're heading back to town, then we'd love to join you."
First jobs first, though.
And he looks over to the female and says, "Aelith, I think we ought to leave with these folk." She nods. And as you know, she's putting her clothes on and everything. She nods to the dwarf and says, if you're heading back to town, if you don't mind escorting us.
So
I don't have anything for you.
we're not asking for anything, but hold on a minute. We still have one of our fellows that's out there. Now there's a bugbear, 2 wolves between us and them. We're going to find a friend. You can come along with us if you can keep up. If not, head back to town. We'll find you later.
The dwarf looks over at Aelith and looks back to you and says, "Well, we're just humble miners, prospectors of these hills. We could find our way back. It's dangerous. I'd much rather travel with you, but
We're heading straight to danger. But it's 1 bugbear, 2 wolves, and our friends out there.
he says, what
He
if
risked
we
everything to create the distraction we needed. But I understand if you're not willing to fight.
We don't much want to stay around, right, Aelith?" And she nods, and he looks around and says, "We'll head back to town, and maybe if you see us on the way, you can join up. We can join up with you again."
What's the name of the guy with the swords that the one that gave us the 200 gold to
Sildar.
Sildar?
Sildar, huh?
I said, do us one favor. Speak to no one but Sildar. Let him know what happened to us.
He looks at you questioning and says, "Sildar."
He's at the town. You'll recognize him. Large bloke.
They're from Phandelver.
We'll find him.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask for how long they've been in Phandelver.
Well, we work around Phandelver. We don't really.
Basically, I say find Sildar and Phandelver. Tell them what happened to us, and that we're out in the woods and we're heading back. Like, let them know what happened.
I'll pass the message along in town.
Can I roll insight on this?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to make sure they're being forthright about their story. Still with disadvantage, yeah. Not bad actually. That's gonna be
Until the end of the day, till you rest.
that's gonna be 18.
18. What are you wanting to know? What are you trying
Um,
to insight on them?
So I want to. The pause with Sildar made me slightly hesitate if they're around town. I mean, it's only been a few days, but I'm looking to see if their story checks out. And my biggest concern right now, I'm paranoid, is that they're still doppelganger.
Sure. So, from what you can tell, they are not lying. They appear to be,
Okay.
And when you kind of delve deeper into why they don't know them,
Yeah.
you find out that they are miners that work around the town.
And they just haven't been in town.
Were
when-
captured
Okay.
and were going to be sold,
Right.
just like you guys.
Can
were.
I ask them one question before they
Sure.
leave us? Pardon me. You've been around these parts for a while, and you've been captured for about as long as us, but you know these people just a little bit, maybe longer. Have you heard the whereabouts of Cragmar Castle? And then I asked them if they about that secret mine entrance that they were talking about. Do you know whereabouts that might be?
What mine entrance?
We went on an interview at somebody's farm. He was an old adventurer, and we asked
Oh,
him
Darren
about
Eldermath.
Eldermath, and he was talking about a secret mine that he had found. And
Not
I
a
want to
mine.
see if we can get a bearing on whether or not they know where
No.
that mine could
It
be.
wasn't
or
a mine.
ruins.
It was ruins.
ruins.
Yeah.
Oh, the ruins. Okay, never
Mhm.
mind.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll ask him about Cragmar Castle in particular, and if there are any chutes underneath. And I talk about the echo
Wave
Wave
Echo
Echo.
wave.
Cave.
I ask if there's any caverns attached to that underground.
Nobody
caverns.
knows where Wave Echo Cave is anymore.
No.
That's a lost legend.
So I asked them if they know about Wave Echo Cave, and I asked them if they know about Cragmar Castle. Find out and see what they know first, and then I'll see if I have any other questions.
So you're kind of throwing all this at him, and
Well, slowly. I'll
Yeah,
ask them
and-
if they know about Cragmar Castle first, and then I'll ask them if they know about Wave Echo Cave first.
he says, they said I've heard the word Cragmar Castle from that one, and he points to like one of the dead goblins just laying on the ground that's kind of half decaying, right?
What is he?
And he says he might have known, but I've never been there. I've never heard of it.
Based on what they said, is there a general area where you think we could search?
Well, I work the hills, prospect the hills, and I would have. See, if I saw a castle, I would remember it.
Okay,
I haven't seen it in these hills anywhere.
it's good information.
Ooh, I'm gonna ask if they remember when we were brought to the camp, and if they saw who brought us in.
Good
We
question.
were brought in after I think you were already there.
Oh, okay.
We just woke up, so.
Dang, I was hoping.
That big fellow was quite a fight to get him in chains.
I can imagine.
Oh, my head's still pounding. I'm not sure it's from the ill or being knocked out.
Are you hurt?
Oh, a little bit. My bugbear got me with the mace.
Does anybody have a heal spell?
I do.
Okay.
Just, I don't remember everything. I remember talking to you, but it wasn't.
I'm
I don't know
sure
if
we connected.
I don't know if I should give you a hug or punch you in the face.
Did you have a moment?
I think I did, but I don't think you were there.
That's what she
As
said.
you guys are getting so
Still,
while this is happening, the
fighting
barbarian
with a hangover is the
gets his
worst.
equipment on. He walks over to since you're closer. He walks over to you, and he says, he does these weird motions with his hand. He says, "I go." And then he does like a weird kind of a. You think it might be a salute or a thank you or something in that nature, and he turns, and just like he was walking in chains, the same expression just starts walking
Okay.
into the wilderness.
I'll just give them a nod.
This is real stoic.
Okay. We'll do so. Riction, we'll see which we're gonna pan over to you covered in mud, and then we'll take a break. Okay, so What are you doing? So you have easily able to stop and kind of put, you're trying to mask your scent.
Yep.
Roll high. Roll stealth with advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
That's unlikely, but okay. 9.
Okay. You're not sure whether they are still able to track you because you've gotten distance on them. So what would you like to do?
I mean,
Are you going to keep running dead sprint?
yeah. I mean,
Now,
I'm just-
obviously, you don't have to go the opposite direction the whole time.
no,
right.
I'm gonna be circling back.
But
and
10
then-
minutes is not a super long time when it comes to where someone's hunting you. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It would take me 15 to get back. At the same. Okay.
10 minutes.
So basically, my round trip would be about 25
10
minutes from
for
where I
me
live,
is-
at
used
best,
be
to make it
2
back.
miles.
Yeah, at best.
At
We
best.
don't. We can, and if we're
But your
tracking,
goal
we're
is
behind,
to
like,
loop around back to the location.
Yeah.
10
Okay,
minutes of
you're
moving.
also sort of in the middle of nowhere that you don't really understand. You have a general sense of direction as to where to go, but their exact location, given the rocky outcrops and trees, will be difficult to find after dead sprinting for such a long time. You'll have to roll survival to make sure you can
time
figure
of
your
day
way
is it?
back to them. Afternoon.
Okay. So would I've noticed where the sun was?
Yeah, the sun is high up, so you look up and you can guess it's about 2-3 o'clock.
Okay. But I would have noticed in relative to mountains and sun. So
Yes,
okay.
yeah, you have like I said, you have a direction sense, but
Okay.
finding the exact location that you were, it's not going to be impossible, but there's going to be a roll involved.
Okay.
It won't be it'll be easy to figure it out.
I have to be able to see them. But yeah, I just keep going back, and then I don't know if I want to draw attention to myself yet or not.
It's
I want
likely
to
that they'd be
get-
able to catch you.
I want
On
you
the way
to
back.
give me a athletics roll to see if you can maintain this full sprint that you've been trying to do.
Okay. 10.
A 10, and that was with a disadvantage.
Okay. Negative. Yeah, still 10.
Still 10? Okay. So you're able to push for longer. If you wanted to, again, just to keep your high pace, you're able to push for longer.
Okay. Basically, I went for a 30-minute run.
Okay.
It's about,
So you're
and it takes
circling
us
back.
time to-
it's about 3 miles
Okay.
for somebody that's in shape. a little less.
Over hills and
It's
stuff.
over 3 miles, but if I was 18, it would be.
So what are you guys doing while he's doing this? Are
So
you
how long does it
searching
take
for
us to
him?
like don our armor? And
I'm gonna
do all
start
that? How
10
much time
minutes.
has passed?
Well, you guys have heavy armor?
I have
Hello.
scale mail.
Studded leather.
Donning and doffing. I have it. It's here somewhere. I think like 10 minutes. So 10 minutes just to get your armor and everything on. Pretty sure 10 minutes.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
I thought I have it.
So it's 10 minutes later after he's taken off. All right. So we should probably do this in character.
All right.
All right.
I'll need those back when you're done.
Here, you can have them.
Ooh, how many lights can I have on at one time?
One.
Guys.
Yeah.
Is it? 'Cause
Mm.
it's not
Yeah.
concentration.
We need to send your
But yeah,
owl.
but in
Yeah.
the
Alright.
recasting it,
Yeah.
stops
Oh,
the
okay.
other cast.
Dancing lights would be give you multiple.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking more of like.
Oh, trying to create a
Which I have.
path. Yeah.
KO.
So it's been 10 minutes.
Ren.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since Rickson ran off. They haven't come back. We can either.
Why don't we
have
take
option.
a break here
Yeah.
and we can figure that
Okay.
out?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a 15-minute break. Woo! Oh man, can't
And
have
we're
D&D
back.
without cheesy poofs.
Is your camera? What is it from South Park?
D&D,
check
next level
this
D&D, episode 5, brought to you by Cheesy Poofs.
This one spell down.
Let's get into it. So here's what we were doing. You just defeated the captors that were around you. You managed to get some of your equipment back. You don't have all of your equipment. You all did lose quite a bit of, I guess, your gold and gems and everything that you had. Rikshin was able to escape, luring off the wolves and the leader of the bugbear group. He is circling around back to you guys, but y'all don't know that. You just know that he took off. Presumably to go, maybe he wants to go live in the mountains for the rest of his life. We don't know.
We don't actually know much.
Maybe
about
he head back
Rixian.
to town. Maybe Rixian had killed them all. We don't know.
We know
So,
he's fond of Eldritch Blast.
What would you like to do?
All right, roleplay time.
Kale, we're still missing Rixian. Can you track him?
Certainly try. Can I track?
Unless
Rixian?
anybody has any objections. I think
Yeah,
we should
I
allow
mean-
our friend.
No, we
So
can't.
the only things that were in
We
the
can't
packs
trust that he'll just
and
find his
the
way back to
chests
us.
were ours.
They had clothing. Are you asking them if they have any more possessions in there? I mean,
I thought, are they still with us?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
The barbarian
Has taken off.
he's just walked away. I mean, he took some armor and the weapon and shield, and he just left.
He's on his own adventure.
Where'd y'all get captured at?
To the, are you talking to dwarf and
The woman.
The woman. Okay. She says, they took us from our home in the hills.
Where do y'all live?
Not far out of Phandelver.
North, south, east, west?
To the east. It's in these hills, but far, closer to town. And the whole time the dwarf is nodding.
Had y'all had trouble with them before? Do they come raiding often?
We'd heard about troubles in town, but they didn't trouble us.
What happened to your ear?
She looks down and kind of grabs it and goes, they took it.
That's odd.
I shouldn't have fought back. It was a mistake. You see the dwarf getting pretty upset when you can see him just visually he's getting worked up. Reliving the experience of them being captured.
Well, your lives are still yours.
She describes it as
they got
them
what they
coming
deserved.
in, hurting them, other things, taking them.
So they came physically in and raided them. They weren't tricked out of their house or anything like that.
We're special.
We rate doppelgangers. Which, by the way,
I'm gonna talk. Well, as soon as we're out of earshot of the dwarf and the lady, eventually I'm gonna tell the party about the letter that I found.
Okay.
So as they're kind of looking down, I was like, well, you still have your lives. That's something.
Dor says, aye, that we do. And it's thanks to you. Fine
jobs-
adventures.
job's not done
Well,
yet.
to be
There's
fair,
still one bugbear
our
out
lot
there.
was all the same.
I
So.
have to say, usually, I'm not much a fan of your kind. You usually cause trouble, but you saved us, you saved our lives. He says, we owe you a great debt.
Aye, that you do.
KO.
We saved our own lives too.
I
I wish
beneficial.
I could repay you. I truly do.
It's not necessary.
And
Our fates were tied together.
Do you know the location of the orcs that they were taking you to?
So
From what they were saying. I mean,
So that's
When-
also
so
a
when
thing
you
that
say
Arya
that-
From where
described
we
to
are.
us as a quest to take care of an orc problem east of town, northeast of town.
exactly.
So I don't know if they would know any more about that, but that
We kind of already have some information about their location.
Kind of most of the
Just
way
as,
there.
like, as the official stenographer of this group.
Okay.
when you say,
Official
you're
egghead, I'm gonna go until you ask me to do something about action.
when you say that your tie says, Morden's looking after us this day. And the woman says, I as well. You are heading towards Woventor. And you can see it in the distance. It's the largest hill, and you can see, do you know what a tor
spell
is? Right? Huh?
How do you spell that?
TOR?
No, Wolfwood.
Wyvern, like a
Wyvern.
wyvern, wyvern.
Y, yeah.
Oh,
gotta
the
say it
worm
with more of a
wyvern.
Texas accent.
Wyvern.
Wyvern.
Go to the Wyvern Tor.
Weaver!
The
Got it.
Wyvern Tor.
Think of the big worm.
Big hill.
And on the
We've in
top,
for a
you can
fight.
see. So a tor is just like kind of a strange-looking rock outcrop.
No, you're fired.
I don't
can't fire me.
I missed it. Continue.
You can see it off in the distance.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just a big hill with the thing on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where they're taking us, and that's where...
You can roll. Who rolled the history check to see if they knew anything about Wolverine?
That would be me.
What did you
never
roll?
got my roll for that. By the way.
Oh, I'm rolling with disadvantage, I believe.
Mhm.
Can I re-roll it? Because
I don't. Yeah, if you don't remember, just roll it.
That's not great.
What was the total?
Total is a 10. Because I'm rolling with disadvantage.
Okay, with a 10,
You know what a tour is.
all you know is that there's a location to the east of town, and you can see it. You don't really know much about the town, but
Whipping
anybody in the area that was familiar with the area can roll it. I mean, it's
We're just going to have a hard time
Just to
learning
see if
stuff
you
with
had-
disadvantage.
Yeah, last time I rolled,
passing
you didn't-
knowledge.
You didn't.
we didn't get into it.
No.
Something happened. I think
we
something-
initiated combat.
Yeah, it was cool though. I didn't mind.
Yeah, something.
I think we initiated combat, and we...
Yeah.
Wixing started things in motion.
We're rolling
Right.
at a disadvantage still.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 5 and a 19, guys.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna roll on disadvantage until you get a long rest.
That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we can't. I mean,
Can I try again?
Right
Let's check
now-
tomorrow.
the further we can put between, with the more distance
Yeah.
we can put between ourselves and those orcs, the better. Right now, well, my priority is to hunt down my friend.
The only thing about
What's
it,
the dwarf's name? Sorry. Not to cut you off. I don't think I ever got that.
the dwarf's name is
Did you pass?
Bubble cuts.
Salvador.
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 Cool. That's a good name.
Okay.
Now, I don't think you really questioned much about the location Wyvern Tour but you do know that the town master Harbin was requesting somebody to get rid of the orcs in that area. So you know there are orcs there, and of
Okay.
course you know that you were being taken to those orcs to be sold.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to, orient myself, get my bearings, so if we ever need to come back, we know where to go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to make a mental map.
Sure.
Where the orc encampment is, where the town is, and just
All of
gonna-
you can do, all of you can kind of understand where you're at right
Cool.
now. Yeah.
My next step is to try to guesstimate about where he might be. From what I know about him,
Y'all barely,
tracking.
honestly, it's going to be hard because he went behind a rock and then took off. You kind of saw him taking off in the distance, but you have no clue.
I'll go to the last place I saw him,
Okay.
and I'll attempt to track
Okay. Roll me
I
a
guess that's what we're doing here.
survival.
Yep.
at disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
I will
Yep.
bid Aelith
Every
and
skill.
Salvador adieu and say we'll see you back in Phandelver.
I rolled a 15 and a 4.
Oh, dude. This is gonna
Actually, I
be-
rolled a 19 and an 8.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be okay going back? Do you need something to defend yourself? You know how to defend
We'd
yourself?
much rather have your assistance. It's dangerous, and we have no way of defending ourselves. But we'll manage. We're tough folk.
I'll throw the goblin spear. Here, you can take this.
He grabs it. You could tell that he's not a warrior, but he'll do what he has to do.
We
says-
only have one person to find. If you want to stay with us, you're more than welcome to stay with us.
The dangers of one bugbear and 2 wolves is not a whole lot for us.
If you're chasing after that bugbear, I think it best that we
We're not
head
chasing
that
after
way.
the bugbear. We're chasing after our friend. The bugbear's our best lead right now.
says, well, all I know is they went that direction, and that's town, and I'm going to town.
Tip of the hat.
He gives you a nod, and these are miners. They're hard folk.
I'm gonna ask him to fight. This is what
Yeah.
we do.
But they also are not going to go. They already been captured once. They don't want to get captured again.
I'd
so
appreciate if you deliver our message.
Sildar, right?
Correct.
Hi, I got your message.
And as far as the
And as I live, and I'll say, and Selena guide your travels.
What's that?
Selena guide your travels. She's a patron goddess of navigation and a lot of different stuff.
Wanderer.
Well, I know
Wanderers,
Morden has my back
questers.
today, but I'll take any god's help.
I'll just be like, see you.
He says to the girl, he says, come on, honey, let's go home. Off they go.
Good for them.
Interspecies relationship.
Really brings joy to your heart.
So with that survival, you're having a rough. You know the general direction, but you can't pick up a trail, so you'd just be traveling blind.
It's not even worth rolling.
You rolled it.
No, I rolled really bad.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
like,
really
guys,
find them.
I can't pick up a trail.
I could roll survival. I have a +3, but it's still disadvantage.
I'm gonna
Just
send my
same thing,
owl out
yeah.
for perception. I'm gonna send him as high as he can go, and send him off.
I
in the
rolled
direction
high and a low.
that
Yeah.
they were last seen traveling, and say go.
But he can only be within. He has to be within 100
I
feet
can
of
give
you.
him-
Get back
to
to
give him
town and get
command.
some sleep now.
But you can't do your vision thing, right?
You can't do.
It's weirdly worded, so it's however you want to play it.
You can only have contact with them out to 100.
Okay, so I'll send him
No,
100
but you can
feet.
but
kind
you
of
can
up.
send them out further, but
Yeah.
you won't have
It'd have to
contact.
come back
Can he
and talk to
actively
you.
do recon and communicate that back?
No.
Only up to 100 feet.
Okay, so
Right, because he
a
can't, like,
follow-up
say, "Oh, I
question on
found him,"
that:
and can't-
does the owl always know where he is?
Right.
So he can always return to him.
Right. Doesn't.
Or we could just
there's not
dispel
a-
them and summon
there's
them
no-
back.
there's
I can't
not-
always.
Okay.
I can
Yeah,
always
there's
do
not a
that.
homing beacon to that. If there was some agreed upon,
Yeah.
he doesn't instinctually know exactly where you're at all the time.
More
Okay.
cheesy.
But yeah, you could, if the owl is able to do its own thing, then you can absolutely send it off to go searching for
I'm
him.
gonna take 10 minutes and how quickly do we want to do this?
What happens if you take 10 minutes?
How
I
long
won't use a
have I
spell
been
shot.
running?
Well,
this point?
they're still about 10 to 15 minutes behind you right now.
Okay. But I've been running, as far as I can tell, nothing's following me for how long?
Well, you don't know nothing's following you, but you can't
as-
tell. You
as
can't
far as
see
I-
anything behind you. 25 minutes, but we don't know what you find when you get back to the location of where everyone is. We don't know what's gonna happen.
So, since we're looking for Rixian, I'm gonna cast Arguary,
Okay.
and that's 25 gold pieces. I'm gonna take it off of my personal,
Mhm.
and I'm going to ask which direction we should take off to
What's
find
25 gold?
Rixian.
Now, how does augury work?
To
Say the
pay
spell
for
to
the
me.
spell component.
we know the
What
direction.
is it?
Oh,
Because if you didn't already have it, it's
not
not
which
just like
direction you went.
money,
Which
right?
direction
Okay,
you go.
It's a divine tool. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within
Good,
the next 30
bad,
minutes.
or both.
The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstance that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or loss of or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more, so that's the rest. So it just gives me specific information
Best
about a course
idea.
of best idea for the next 30 minutes to find Rixie.
It actually just says wheel, woe, or
Oh, is it more in the book?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It only tells you whether it is
Your idea is good or
good, bad, or both.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. That's
So
I
you
have
say,
to think
so you
about how
say
to
what
word
your
that.
idea is,
Right.
and then the augur will say, "Nah, it might not be a good
So
idea."
you're not. It's not gonna really help you track him down, basically.
But it would if you had a specific course of action to
You-
track him down, it would tell you whether it was a
Whether
good,
that course of
bad,
action-
or
Right.
both.
I'll
No,
give you.
the
I'll give you a
command-
freebie on this one. Okay.
command
If you
would
were
do that, though,
to
wouldn't it?
ask them,
Yes,
should we
there's-
search
there's-
for
there's a
him or
first
should we
level,
wait?
second level
Yes.
spell.
It'll tell you.
Okay.
It won't tell you what you said. You should be like, should we search for him? And it'll say, good, bad. The results are going to be good or
good.
bad if you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Nah, bro.
Should we wait here
It's
until he
like-
returns?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically your conscience telling
Yeah.
you, that might not be a good idea. You shouldn't have that last shot.
So yeah, I'll ask. Should we search for him?
This goes in your bag. Okay, so you cast the spell. What does it look like?
Um,
How does your augury look?
So I'm gonna kind of kneel down on the ground and sit there, and I'm kind of just put up, kind of bow my head, and kind of just sit there for a minute, and then Salune's symbol is like eyes with a couple stars, and just kind of as I'm casting it, just kind of like little flashes, just kind of like from under the hood of like arcane energy, just kind of or divine energy, kind of going back and forth, and then just kind of flashing, and then kind of. There's one moment where the eyes kind of light up just a little bit more, and then I get my answer.
Okay. So, when you cast the spell and it takes about a minute to do all of this,
Yeah.
and ask your question.
I mean, should we go out searching for Rixian or wait here?
Which one are you
Yeah,
asking?
it's not,
Should we
it's-
wait here?
it's not-
Yeah, it's like
It's
it'll
ask-
tell you
which
whatever
one are you
the
asking?
idea is. Should we search for Rixian? It'll say good, bad, or not. Or should we wait here? It'll say good,
Should
bad,
we
or
wait here
that's
for
not.
Rixian?
Yeah, choose what you
You
want. to
choose
ask
which
at
one
first.
you want,
Let's,
and it'll tell you whether or not it's a good idea. Or
You
it's
kinda
not
ask
if
two
it's the best
questions?
idea.
Which one of
let's
those?
let's go with like actively search? Should we actively follow his path?
Whoa, is what you read. Your eye when your eyes start to glow, you read whoa and like this weird mystical lettering.
While this is going on, whatever. In the chest, there was only our stuff.
What's the word?
No, there was.
Right, I
they're
mean,
closed,
they're
but
closed,
they don't.
yeah.
They
But it was
didn't
mostly
have
their stuff.
anything.
But
Yeah.
there
We
was
already
no,
got the gold and gems and stuff.
We got a certain percentage of that stuff.
If they had any more stuff, they didn't ask for it. So you can assume that there was nothing else of value for them in there.
Yes, I was just wondering. In addition to what everybody has taken out and what you've told them what is there, was there anything else in there?
No.
So, and again, please forgive me. So the barbarian stuff wasn't there.
No.
You're assuming that his stuff wasn't there because he didn't look for it.
Right.
And
He did not have any gear or anything like that in there.
the bags that were there were our bags.
Yep.
Correct.
All of our bags, or some of the bags.
No, well, not every.
They were your bags. Oh, I mean, they were your travel packs.
But
would
all
you-
of the packs were there, or all
Yeah,
of the packs that
in
were
in
there
the
were
chest.
ours?
Yeah, in the chest or
Okay.
on the
Did
ground.
barbarian look for anything in the chest before he left?
No.
And nothing.
Would you,
so-
would
the
you
mon-
recognize my stuff?
The
We're so,
mundane,
we're so dumb.
the mundane stuff.
What's all this garbage? Get rid of that.
Either the barbarian didn't come with anything and he left with some awesome stuff. Or he's like, y'all caught me naked and I got a mace and armor out of it.
Wouldn't have had to break the chain, continue to fail and break the chains. Would have just been able to slip out if it was the doppelganger.
It depends on how this action works. But then we've had to maybe reveal his form or change form.
I'm just saying
Anyway,
maybe it had a key on it.
There's
Those are good questions. By
mundane,
the way.
our
Damn it.
mundane stuff.
We're still not good.
Oh, you're talking about like all the stuff that like our.
He's got a
adventurers
track
packs?
of everything that you guys
Yeah.
got.
Yes.
Your weapons
I've
and
already-
armor.
They went through the whole list of the stuff we had. And he said,
Right,
"Oh,
but he
yeah."
doesn't. But I'm sure that he didn't go through every single thing that's on our sheet that we have on us that is mundane.
Is there some?
Oh,
That's
I
what
see.
That's what I'm
So you're
saying.
looking for something.
Yeah, you're
specific
like
for
your
the-
travel pack with all your mundane stuff
No.
is there.
Okay.
Like your
Yes.
your bedroll, your torches, your rope.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Correct.
we all
It is
know.
there.
And so there is something in here that looks similar to his stuff. is what I'm eventually getting to.
We didn't find glass stuff.
But nothing
glass
other
staff.
than that.
Oh, the glass stuff is not there. Or
Again,
the scrolls.
yeah, that stuff wasn't even taken by me.
No, but that stuff is still. We still
Yeah.
have to go back to the manor because that was the last
It
time.
might-
Yeah.
That's right.
Again, out of character.
Yeah.
None of that stuff was even taken by me.
Okay.
I didn't take that stuff. The
Gotcha.
doppelganger took that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I didn't take that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
You
I'm
can
like,
look for it and wonder where it is,
Was
which
it-
would be fair, but I didn't take the stuff.
out of game. Wasn't it fun to play a bad guy for a little while? I had a great time, guys.
I'll
Okay,
tell-
so you see.
It's nerve-wracking.
Whoa.
Well,
What do you do?
Uh,
The gods
I
have
don't
spoken.
think we should go looking.
All right, we'll set up an ambush.
What do you?
I.
Does that mean he's coming back?
It was a binary question. Well, binary doesn't exist yet. It was a yeah or nay answer.
You don't know that.
We should.
I don't
You just
these
know,
things.
is it a good idea
It
or
was a bad idea to go searching.
What do the gods say?
Well,
It was
that's
a
what
bad idea to go searching.
Okay.
I think we should stay here.
Consult the oracle.
So,
I need to know what you guys want to do. It's on you four right now.
I'm gonna send the owl up to kind of be searching consistently for any sign of Rixian.
Okay.
Or the bugbear coming back.
I'm gonna gather up all
And
of the extra stuff that's in the.
I'm
the
going
chest.
to sit down and I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna move to this tree clump and I'm gonna hide myself
Sure.
and just kind of
I'm
sit
gonna-
there and wait until I see something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kel's here.
Can we like light a fire and then like prop the bodies of the bugbear and goblins like up around it, just kind of like just sitting there looking
Sure.
at it? All right, cool.
Sure.
Want to do that?
Okay. The Ren.
After I've gathered up all the other stuff that's in the in the chest,
Just like,
I'm gonna find a place to kind of hide myself
Just put yourself on the map where you
Okay.
want to hide.
Is it kind of as we see?
Yeah, it's as you see it, man.
Okay.
That's the awesome thing about these maps is you just put yourself where you want. Are you? And you're hiding.
Yeah.
I'm presuming. So you all need to roll a stealth and then write that number down.
Yep.
All right, with a disadvantage.
Correct. KO.
Sweet.
I'm gonna move the bodies.
That he
Oh,
just
yeah.
put up.
They just
Oh no,
put
I
them
was
bodies.
No,
right,
he-
so,
he-
so
he's-
I was thinking that you prop them up around a small fire, so it looks like they're.
Okay, I didn't hear you say that.
Unless you have a better idea, that's
No,
just
no, no,
that's just
that-
some weird.
Okay, so KO's gonna go up into the crags, I guess. What is the most likely path that, if anybody were to return to this, from the time that they left, what's the most likely?
Yeah,
path
what
that
direction
would
do
come
they
back?
run off from?
That's actually a very good question.
They ran off south.
And which
So
way
what
south?
what path do you think
This way.
would they come around this way, or would they come around this way to come back to?
Well, is
You
it
have
which
no
way
idea,
south?
but
You have
this
no
way
idea. You
south.
can't really tell, but that way south.
You don't know. But this
And they
way
went south.
All right, cool. So I'm hiding behind the
Gotta
rock
pick something.
here.
So just pick
and this is the camp right here.
Yep.
So you
That wherever he
you
put.
set a fire, correct?
Yeah.
And
You
we
got a
have
fire.
fires. We have
Oh,
fires.
I should probably have those bugbears back.
Why you put the bodies and stage them like that? Okay.
Maybe have a morbid curiosity in puppetry. I don't know.
What I see.
If the idea is that if the
What I
bugbear
see
comes, if
smoke.
the bugbear comes back first, yeah.
Well.
they might approach.
So these two
Let's-
are.
Because
we don't know if
I'm
we're
going-
doing this yet.
Are they
Alright, so you
staying
set a
as-
fire.
Are they
put the bug.
Are these guys staying with us for another night? Are they on
They
the
left.
board?
They left.
They left.
Okay, good. That's all I want to know. And so that's been placed. That's been placed. Rixian's been placed.
Yeah, because the rocks like.
I mean, Lucian's been placed. Where's Rixian at?
He's
Rixian is
he's
not here.
Oh, he's gone. Sorry.
So we just propped them up. They're just like
Yes.
And
Every now and then I'll take
you
out,
you can give me all the weird looks you want.
Every now and then I'll take out
I had a
piece
strange
of-
child.
I'm gonna hide among the trees. I
I'm a
guess.
little far
You
away.
should probably be closer to the.
I should probably be a little closer.
What
here.
were you gonna say, Jay?
I'm gonna hide.
No.
I'm gonna hide.
Every now and
among-
then I'll take a
among the
piece of
rocks here.
Rixian's armor out. Eldritch Blade.
Just pretend to be him.
Like, I
Actually,
can see this is pretty cool.
All right.
Even
As you guys are doing this,
if
about
anybody were to- everybody
Kelsey
needs
is
to
gonna
know
be looking
somebody.
at
Who's
you.
hurt?
Entertaining myself.
Who's hurt?
Uh,
How?
I have
This is out of character. How much?
I have 9 points of damage.
9
No,
points of
11
damage.
points of damage.
How are you?
Wait.
I'm full.
I can do
You're
math.
full?
I have 9 points of damage.
Here's my thing. If you have a ranged weapon, you should be up in the rocks. If you don't have a ranged weapon, you should be down on the ground.
so as you
I am
guys
down
are
on the
listen,
ground.
listen. As y'all are doing all of this, your owl spots this half-naked, covered in mud person going, just hauling straight back towards the smoke that he sees in the sky from the fire that you guys started.
We started. Oh yeah.
Rixian bursts into view,
I'm gonna stand up.
and he's looking, and you're looking. He's looking around.
Oh, and I like cast Eldritch Blast at the bugbear, thinking they killed them all. No!
that bugbear. This bugbear is disintegrated. There's really only two goblins.
That's true. Yeah, the bugbears
Oh,
are
well.
disintegrated.
Yeah.
Then I gently cast at the goblin. Just
Roll me a perception. All right, hold on. What are y'all stealth check? Did anyone get below a 10 on a stealth check?
No.
I had a
Oh
10.
no,
No.
no.
Below a
10?
10?
Add 10.
So you see,
I actually got an natural
you
20.
see Lucian poorly, like he has like a couple branches in front of his face, poorly hiding by this tree.
I just rolled a 1.
Well,
Perception.
your passive perception can see him.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
So your passive perception, you
real.
see.
You can still Eldritch, you can still Eldritch
Lucian.
Blast him and then like, oh, there he is. Like you can do it that way. Storytelling.
Because I like to run in and just like, just fire at them.
Roll attack.
Giblets.
Wait,
It's just straight attack.
oh, right.
Yeah.
Forgot.
They don't move, so you hit him, and he just slumps over from the hit.
And I look at my hand like,
Yeah, I'll just start.
We start grabbing from the woods.
You
From
did
the
it.
woods,
You
we
did
start
it,
doing this.
Hey Rixian.
I know you said I'd be powerful one day, but this isn't what I thought it would be like.
We're still.
What the hell? And do I look
In the
at-
distance, you hear a wolf howl.
Oh, fuck.
All right, I guess
we have your stuff. You're alive. I'm like, I'll take
Yes,
down my
we're
one
alive.
leaf and just like look out around him. It's like, hey,
Yes,
you should hide.
Yes, we were alive. It was a perfect distraction. Now get it dressed.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
We have to set it up. People without range on the ground. People with range on the ground.
Alright.
in the crags. Okay.
Oh, yeah. The Red's wearing your armor, by the way.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Oh.
Just he's pretending.
Just pretending.
I just had a little piece of it out.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to be by yourself or do you want to have Rixian with you? What?
So okay, before this, I'll give you a potion of.
You gotta be hiding.
Wait, actually, let me take a look at my stats. Yeah, you're 9 points. Yeah, I'll give you the potion of healing if you want to take it.
Okay, sure.
And then I'm good.
Was it 3d4?
2d4 plus
2d4 plus my constitution?
or 2.
No, I can give you a crossbow. We can switch places.
Plus 2. It's plus 2.
What?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, take all you want.
4. Alright. It's the worst roll possible.
I'm a range caster. Why do I need a crossbow?
Okay, well, do you want to stand up here?
So
we
I
have
was
range here. We have a range here.
Oh, he's with me.
Is there a tree I can climb up and get in a branch? Almost
No,
like
see
you're
the map,
right
right?
here.
if I'm busted out here and like a feral animal, still like
You're right here.
nature's boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
And I want to scrawl up a
Oh,
tree and just
you
be
moved
ready,
me. Okay,
looking
that's
for
fine.
whatever.
Do you want to switch?
No, that's fine. This is good. On the
So
I will
you
probably
you
just grab your
the map is what it looks like around
We
you.
could do that. We could have a melee and range, and
brush
melee
or
and
is it
range.
It's a tree. It's a tree. They're pretty much all trees.
So I'm just gonna get up,
Well, that's melee and range That works.
get up into a tree,
Are you crossbowing it?
I can crossbow it.
You're
Unless
able to
you want
find
to
a-
do
hand out
breakers.
ready, looking for movement.
Yeah. You're able to get
Let's
about
move
10, 15 feet up in the tree.
And if I, whatever direction I heard the howling from, I'm pointing
Yeah.
that direction, waiting to see movement to cast Eldritch Blast.
Came somewhere from that direction.
Okay, that's the
Are
way
you
I'm-
able to get
I'm-
dressed or no?
No. There's not enough time.
Rit-
Not right now.
I'll ready crossbow.
Okay. Before too long, you see. I think you guys have the minis.
Bugbear's over there. Right here. And there's one right there next to your dice.
Ooh. Careful with that.
Nothing,
Yeah,
nothing but the best. Oh, I got him! the prophecy has been fulfilled.
Okay.
Right
You're now
about
banned
there.
for the rest of the.
Ander, I want to do one
on,
other
rock,
thing.
Right.
I want to place the net.
You can.
I wanna place
You
the-
have the range.
I want to do one more thing. I want to place the net next to me.
Okay. So you see, put him all the way back to the end. The bugbear. Yeah.
This is a question from Logan. Have we discussed trying to capture the bugbear alive in game?
Okay, guys, this is happening real time now.
that-
As
is
the
that-
bugbear comes up,
Within
you
20
see
feet,
the
120.
wolves sniffing. Yeah, hold on. You see the wolves sniffing up, kind of tracking the scent of Rixian, and they get in range. So if you have a ready to attack, you can shoot at him. If you
Do
have
I
the
see the
range.
bugbear?
Yeah.
Is he within 120?
Are they in the kill
I
zone?
don't know.
They're not in
Is
the
he?
kill zone. They're not in the kill zone. No, we're hiding.
Yeah. 32 times 5.
150, 160.
160.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just in range.
Nope, just out of range.
Just out. Okay.
Well,
Well-
150 or 120.
The wolf, I think, is in
Yeah.
range.
That's weight.
It would be.
Everybody gets an action, or if y'all gonna wait and see what they
So
do.
I'm gonna wait.
I Eldritch Blast
Okay.
one of the wolves.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Why do we even set them up around the campfire?
10.
10. Okay, hold on. I think
Those
do you get
artistic
advantage if they're surprised?
Well. they are
Surprise!
subtracting.
Turn into surprise. A creature can be surprised.
Yeah,
and
they can
it's
check
allies.
all
Only
the
first
way
creature
to the
cannot move
kill
or take
zone.
actions. Okay, so no. But yeah, you roll an attack. What's your attack?
10.
So your Eldritch Blast, and it's a pretty far distance. You're trying to tag him, but you hit the ground next to him.
I guess we're going.
Everybody roll initiative.
Yep. Woo! Make sure I'm gonna use my new dice. My new pretty dice.
21.
18.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
13.
roll plus dex. Yeah.
Highest.
21.
I consistently do not do well on these.
And who's next?
I'm 18.
Okay. Who's next?
I'm a 13. I don't know who's before 13.
Okay. Who's next?
Big 7.
I'm above that.
Okay,
I'm above that. I have 12.
12. Okay.
Big 7.
And 12 is the Ren?
Yep.
This will be over before I get to go.
Okay. After seeing that hit the
We'll leave
ground,
something for you.
the bugbear is going to make a command in Goblinoid. Says, come. And he's going to... you understand. No one else does. And he's going to move behind that rock. Right there. Out of line of sight. And now it's going to be Friction's turn.
Have they moved yet?
No, the wolves
Okay.
have not. No, they're
Alright.
where they're at.
I'm gonna attack again.
Move him more behind the rock.
Okay.
Attack another
More.
one of the wolves.
More.
16.
Which one?
Moves one more over. Get him.
Either. I guess they're the same distance, so it doesn't really matter.
Well,
One
I gotta
closest
know
to
So far,
Karen.
only one person's
The
attacked
left
him, and
or
that's
my
the person
right?
that they're searching
your right.
for. So
Okay.
Oh.
And roll the damage because you hit him,
Alright.
and you heal it.
12.
12 damage total.
Oh, poor
Okay.
puppy.
So you hit him solid with that blast, and he's bloodied now, just from that one hit.
Find one that's not already
Is that your turn?
in command,
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any bonuses left, so. Actually, well, because would it take an action to get out of the tree? I think it would, wouldn't it?
but
Yeah.
movement.
Movement.
Well, it's half movement then
To climb, yeah, half
Yeah.
movement
to
climb.
climb down.
Well, it depends. Do you want to climb down?
No, I think it's
you can always do an
Yeah,
X
you wanna
check
jump.
at disadvantage.
I'm gonna stay up in the tree.
We've been so good
Okay.
at jumping across bridges and stuff.
Kelsier,
Yep.
your turn.
And we're still stealthed?
Well, not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Okay.
Riction is not.
No.
You are.
Right.
Yeah. They only know about him.
But he's not coming.
I
As
can't.
far as you know.
The only thing I could do is burst out into the clearing and make myself known. There are worse plans.
What are you gonna do, buddy?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna break cover. And it's hard to tell because the grid disappears behind the tree.
So just use the ones here.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And just like stand with these dead guys.
Okay.
And,
kinda- you
and
went
I'm
up
just
this
gonna, I'm just gonna walk out of the
You
tree.
worked on that for so long.
No, well, they're dead. Like,
Move
but
the wolves.
You don't understand
Oh,
what I
right.
said.
Yeah.
Aw.
He called the wolves back.
And then take them off the map because y'all can't see either of those guys. And it is now KO's turn.
Hold action. If a wolf comes close, I'm going to net it.
Okay. Okay. And so you have to be, I think, within like 10 feet to net them with the net?
I'll move to the edge
Or
of the
5
rock.
feet. Okay. The Ren.
Oh, shoot.
I am just going to wait and
What's
not
some
readying
ambush?
anything because I don't know how things are gonna play out. So I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Lucian.
I'm gonna send my owl over there and take a look.
Ah, there we go.
Put them back on the edge there. You're able to see them. Right. Where is it? Right around there. Okay. What else would you like to do?
I would. They're holding behind the rock.
Can you give me like an idea of where your owl is, by the way? Sure. Let me get you familiar.
I mean, he's moving all the time, so.
But he has movement too.
So yeah, so he's gonna fly like 40 feet up,
Like
effectively.
his owl's can't teleport around.
Yeah.
No, so he's gonna fly like 40 feet up and
Mhm.
get a vantage point over that rock.
Okay, so just put him on the rock.
He didn't fly up to the
Put
rock.
him on one of your die.
Hmm?
Put him on one of your die.
Yeah.
Elevated.
Is that your turn?
We'll put the marker where he sees across. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay.
Send the dogs.
The bugbear
I'm so gonna catch one.
is gonna run.
Yep.
Cool.
So, bugbear runs.
Smart bugbear. You wanna catch him?
Go ahead and take him off the map for me. Riction.
Mm-hmm.
We got a runner.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Oh, jumping out of the tree.
Okay.
So 9.
Yeah, you land on the ground.
Okay. And
What was the distance? 10 feet? Yeah, that's fine. You can jump 10 feet.
Yeah, I could jump.
I think it's an athletics roll to jump out of something. If you just take damage when you hit the ground.
So Rixian's still covered in mud.
He's about to
armor.
He's giving chase to the bugbear. Seriously.
I don't know.
Alright,
I don't know.
alright.
Kelsier.
I just moved and dashed to
Okay.
get to there.
Gotcha. Kelsier.
Oh. Rixian.
All you know is that
I'm just panting, just.
Rixian shot an Eldritch Blast and he jumped out of a tree and
So
started
just
to run.
to
That's
just
what
so
see.
you know, you just saw them go behind the rock,
Mhm.
and that's it.
As Rixian runs by, I'm like, sprung that one a little early, don't you think? And I'm going to move.
I'm gonna have to teach Rixian the idea of traps.
Okay. The rest of them run away as well.
Okay.
Oh, I just wanted a wolf.
Okay, what do you guys like to do? I mean, we can still go round by round if you want, or I mean, they're
go.
fleeing. So
I go, yeah, run home to mama.
You're looking tip top.
okay, so we're at a combat.
Yep. We're just gonna hold.
I think I might need a bath for the first time.
Ever?
Well, in recent memory.
It's been a while.
So that's what that is.
A little
We're coming down to
rest and relaxation would feel good right about now.
Good job, guys.
No longer captured.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry for
About
what?
For what?
I mean, maybe you blew
Well,
off that Eldritch Blast a little early,
A
but
little premature on that one, but you.
That's not what I mean.
That's what
About
we
what?
mean, though, bud. Let's talk about that.
Half of me want to just run and not come back.
We wouldn't have blamed you.
Come back to what? You didn't know what was happening here.
I had serious concerns. Maybe I should just flee. But I don't know.
All right.
I wanted to at least give it a shot because after a while I was running and
Enough between you and the Wren. I'm gonna drown in a sea of tears. Both of you.
your escape was the distraction we needed to take
Stiff up
the
a lip,
others.
button it
We
up.
wouldn't have,
All
we would have
right.
been able to escape otherwise.
It gave us the advantage.
distraction. Yeah.
We're back
Distraction.
together. Let's
Keep
get-
telling yourself that,
incredibly
and I will
effective.
buy you an ale when we get back to town up for it.
We never.
All right. That sounds fair.
Hey, and whatever you thought about doing, this is what you did.
I don't know what I look like, but
You look like you're covered in mud.
You look horrible, mate.
yeah, I saw a fire. Saw a
tell you
fire
what.
festival, and I was like, hey.
Why don't you
decent
clean
work.
up and we can take you a little more seriously, okay? Go clean up. Get your gear on.
Gear. Found my gear.
We got your gear.
Boy,
Right there, man.
I go
It's
through it.
Christmas.
I'm rummaging through it, looking for something specific, but I'm not indicating as to what it is. And I'm kind of turned away and, looking through it, and just give a sigh of relief.
Okay.
fine. Keep your secrets.
Don't know about you, but I'm pretty tired. But I don't think we should
I'm s-
camp here.
Is it getting close to evening? Like what time
It's
is it?
It's
been
still noon. I mean,
Okay.
this all
It's
happened in the
awesome.
span of like 30 minutes. So
Let's head back. Let's head back to town.
Yeah, I'm pretty
How many
tired, but
days out are we from town?
a couple.
Can we make it back to town by
you're
the?
about a day out.
Yeah.
Could
Can we make it back?
If you guys did a forced march and went at about if you guys did like a fast pace, then you would, but you would accrue another level of exhaustion.
Even after a long rest.
No,
Well, you won't be getting a
what-
long rest. That's the point.
But we'll make it into town.
But you'll make it into town. Yes.
Let's make it into town and get a long rest.
You won't get a long rest. Is what
Okay,
I'm saying.
so
Oh.
You'll get some rest, but you won't get a comfortable long
can I
rest.
scout out a really good nice spot for a campsite using survival or something like that?
What are you looking for? Like, what are you specifically wanting?
I want a place that's like inside, almost like a crag or something, to where if there is a fire or even a cold fire, it'd be very difficult to see.
That's
Will
not
it
difficult to
block the
find in the
direction?
area you're at. I mean, there's
We just
hills
need a
and
space barely
crags
big
and-
enough for all of us to just lie down, spread out our bedrolls.
Set watch.
I don't know
Far,
about you, but I'm
okay,
kind of tired.
so and they're far enough from the
look
action,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted a place where we're gonna cover our tracks.
How about this?
Oh, a place that's set up. Okay, cool. Let's go there.
Put your I'll take the bad guys off as well.
So let's set watch.
Yep.
Who's taking first watch?
Take first one.
I'll take metal.
I'll take first with.
So you just need 3 watches.
Yeah, but we got.
Who's got the highest?
I
percep-
rolled a 2.
Who's got
I'm
the
taking second watch.
We're taking. Okay.
All right. You two have the highest perception, right?
I have a pretty good perception.
Put your guys
So-
where you want to be, around, and you have a fire going.
Yeah. Let's have the fire over here, like more tucked in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Roll me a d20.
I'm. Can I give commentary as to what happens before I go to sleep?
19.
Yeah, of course.
19. Okay.
I rolled a 12.
Just one.
And I'm whispering this. I guess maybe if I was close enough and you would hear this, you just hear me going, "What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?" And just some lethargic breathing of just, like you get the impression I'm really beating myself up over something.
So after the first watch goes by, well, let me make sure that's okay. So first watch goes by, no problem. Second watch, who's up on second
Oh,
watch?
I was gonna roleplay a little with the ring.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Just a little bit.
Before y'all, in other words, before everyone
Yeah.
kind of hunkers
Yeah,
down.
Well, no,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm taking first watch with him, so kind of during watch.
I thought he was taking first watch.
I called second.
Second,
because
they're
he rolled
doing
or-
second.
Okay.
He's doing
He
third.
rolled something magic and said, "No, I have second watch."
Well, I'm just partnering up. I'm doing pairs.
I got
'cause
you.
I
Okay,
want-
yeah.
for flavor.
If y'all are first watch, go ahead and do what you like to do.
What watch should I take?
Fourth.
Fine, whatever. Man.
Pretty hectic day today.
19.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it sucked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought I lost my mask.
It's a good thing we found it.
You have no idea.
You want to do
Something special about it?
Thought we were doing them pairs.
I can't fight without my mask.
I thought we were
I
just doing
suck.
singles.
Is that where your power comes from?
Well, let's just say I'm not the same person without it.
Well,
You hear that dog?
yeah. I think it's a coyote.
Wolves are out.
Okay.
You guys hear wolves all night.
Yeah,
I mean, that's-
yeah. I'm glad you're doing better. You seemed a little out of it during that fight.
Well, again, I can't explain it. I just don't feel the same without my mask. I don't.
You don't have to explain it. It was just little concerned, is all.
Well,
I mean, I seen you walk into a cave and no idea what you did, but walk out with the hostage. Just didn't seem like you.
well, the problem is that. I mean, that thing took my face. This is kind of what makes me me. And
Yeah, it's
kind of took that away from me.
It's unsettling.
What happened?
Well, we aren't quite sure. You ran off. Ran off after Glassstaff. That's the last we saw you until we caught up to you. And you're sitting there, and
I got knocked out from behind, but that's all I really remember. And then I kind of saw that thing take my face, but I don't really remember very much after that.
that
And
blue creature,
they kept me pretty much knocked out the majority of the time.
you got me too.
Did they take you in at that manor?
No, we made it back to the inn. When we found you, whatever creature it was, it came back with us. Apparently, it had some type of certain basic understanding of you. You didn't seem yourself, so we're all kind of on edge. We weren't quite sure what was what happened.
Do I hear
And-
this?
Well, that's
No,
comforting.
you're asleep.
no, we're sleeping. They're on lodge.
Because
You're not sleeping.
those,
You're nightmaring.
if my guess is correct, those things, they're horrible creatures. They live in the shadows, and they can take on the identity of other people. They're great spies, but as enemies, they're horrible.
Yeah.
It's two of us actually.
It was rough. We made it back to the inn, and I was trying to get Kelsier and Rickson on the same page, and we're gonna try to pin you down and figure out what's going on. But the creature got the jump on us and took us out as well. And then we woke up next to you on the road.
Oh well, sorry about that, but
It wasn't you. I figured it out when I asked you about Timor, and you said who. And then I walked out to tell KO about it, and I asked him about Gundren. He was kind of upset. He was like, "Why are we going after Gundren?" And then I realized we were really up Schitt's Creek. But worked out, I guess.
if you could say that,
We're alive.
yeah, but a lot of things worse than death.
Oh, you won't remember this, but you might want to get that kiss from Gabriella.
Garaele.
Gareline. Sister Gareline.
Garaele.
Garaele. Sorry.
Garaele.
I spelled it wrong the first time. It's been wrong ever since. Gariel.
Was she there?
She
Did y'all
was.
save her?
We did.
God damn it.
Just saying.
You,
You might have
you
a
did
shot
miss that part.
I know.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Just saying.
She's safe though?
She is. She's back at town.
Yeah, she owes me that kiss.
It's gonna be a little weird. You just might want to ask for a repeat.
Oh, I just tell her what happened, and I should get the kiss that's rightfully owed to me.
No, I'm just letting you know that occurred. So, you know, just helping you out a little bit.
What else happened in there?
In the manor,
Did y'all go back?
after we caught up to that creature, we went back and we freed Sister
Garaele.
Gariel. I'm gonna get it one day.
You'll get it.
Oh no.
You say it different about every time,
Gariel.
so
Yeah.
To be
I'm
fair, you
working
never
on
actually
it.
really talked to her until we
Yeah.
rescued her.
We also saved that family from last week. Of the man who was killed in the streets by the Red Brands.
Oh,
So they're back in town safe as well.
well, that's good.
There was a bit of a party, a lot of ale, but it was all
Much ale.
a little too much ale for some.
Aw,
But
missed it.
it was all, yeah, we all did. The moment we kind of figured out you weren't quite yourself and KO wasn't yourself, you know, it was a continuation.
Like I
we were
said today,
on.
it wasn't a very good day.
Yeah.
It's just one day.
It definitely was one of the worst.
Definitely started out bad.
So, as you
Alright,
guys are
we're
doing
gonna go to
this, Rickson, you're having a particularly bad night.
Uh-oh.
You notice you're having and you've had this nightmare before, but it seems to be more real this time. And you see yourself alongside the line of soldiers around you, about to go into battle. And then flashes of fighting, allies that you've come very fond of dying around you. There's you being part of, you ranking up through this military service, deciding that it wasn't the life you wanted, and coming home to the very people that you fought, setting your house on fire, your wife, your kids ablaze with it. You remember you wandering without a guide in your life, no service, no family, just looking for death, until finally you find yourself on the edge of
a peak looking out over the ocean by Neverwinter. Having decided this is the only way to reach your wife and your kid, you let go of everything and fall. And then darkness. And you're reminded, or you're stopped almost. And you hear a voice. A deep voice that brings warmth to your heart, makes you feel like you could go on forever. And it says, remember what we agreed upon. Remember the pact.
I'm trying. It's just tough.
And although you are feeling like you're in this dream state, you feel like the voice heard you.
I don't know what you want from me.
And it says, never forget, life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. You've agreed to protect those who cannot protect themselves. You will see your family again. And you wake up. And you see just this, it's like a feather floating down and landing nearby. And when you go to reach out to grab it, you have a book in your hand.
What the fuck is this? Put it on my chest and lay back down. Can't it just be easy? Just easy and kill.
The book itself is, and no one else obviously can see this. The book itself is white, and it's got fine gold filigree around it. When you open it, you can see power within, and your knowledge of spells and your power, you can feel an increase in what you're capable of doing. As you try to decipher the words, you can understand what these spells are and what they are capable of.
Okay. All right. This helps. I think I can help with this.
And although you're not dreaming anymore and you are awake and you realize that you are back at camp, you do feel this passing thought. Not necessarily a voice being commanded to you, but just a passing thought of, to hold this power, you must follow the path.
I might need some help, but I'm willing. Just show me where I need to go.
And then it says, and then the last passing message you get is, life before death. And then that's it.
So I'm like, probably sit up and clutching this thing in this cold sweat.
That's why I don't read books.
Do we hear him? Do we hear him
No,
with his?
no, he's kind of.
Okay.
I mean, you can see he. I mean, but you know, him waking up is not necessarily uncommon during the middle of the night.
And also, like, if we're doing watch,
for
we're doing watch
very questionable sounds.
not away
I
from
guess
the
I
fire,
just
so.
make sure there wasn't anything else.
I just kind of
I like a little fire.
wipe my hands over my brows, like, all right, you've done worse. You can do better. You can do this. You can do this.
And with that, you guys are able to go through your watches. Anyone else want to do anything through their watch? Okay.
Well, if we're talking, I can.
Are we gonna have a watch together?
Yeah, we have the last.
Whatever
one,
you
but-
guys have planned.
Sure. Sure. We can just roll with it.
Did you guys want to say anything, or
You
you
guys
just want to
don't-
do your
If
watch?
you have
and
something
go
you
the
want
next
to work
day?
on, you can. If not, you can just go to bed.
It's like, we're just kind of sitting there. We're sitting out away from the fire, just kind of looking, listening. It's like,
Oh, I might.
Yeah.
Earlier talking about a moment.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so.
And the light crests the near distance, and you guys get a full rest.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, we could. Yeah, that'll work.
Awesome.
So I heard we had a moment. I just sigh.
We just had a moment. We totally just had a moment.
And I just sigh. I just like.
All right,
oh, I
everybody
don't
gets a
wanna-
full rest. You lose your level of exhaustion, and is the next day. What would y'all like to do?
How many days were we out? This is actually kind of.
A couple days. Oh, you need a roll for like weather and all that effects
yeah.
for the day too.
You know, it could have been fun.
Yeah, we could. I was thinking about just trying to I'm not gonna rehash what we talked about, but it's gonna be a minute before I'm gonna open up like that
I just
again.
had to open up the door, man.
Fortunately, no one's gonna remember because the audio was. So.
Right. Right. That's all right.
And for a big chunk of it,
We
I
got
was-
it's a
it
long
just-
campaign.
Yeah, yeah. I got a redo.
Excuse me.
It's going to be
Mind.
cold, obviously, because of the season, but it's going to be a light drizzle.
Okay.
Nothing too extreme or anything that's going to cause us trouble, but it's
Okay.
just going to kind of be gently raining on us as we make our way
Do
back to
do I
Phandelver.
wake up feeling somehow refreshed?
Yes.
Because it's been going on long enough that it's actually washed the mud away from me. Although it looks like my
Well,
mascara's
I'm
running.
assuming you have tints. I mean,
Am I the only one in this group that actually cares about his appearance?
I don't know. I would probably be more likely to sleep outside because that's the conditions I'm just used to.
Cares very much about his appearance.
I'm
Yeah,
more
I got a
likely to sleep
bedroll. We don't have
outside.
a tent.
then yeah, I mean, you wake up to this light drizzle, and you didn't get. I mean, you got your rest, but you had a trouble night anyways. And yeah, I mean, you got some mud is off, some is caked onto you. You're gonna need to scrub it off.
Just like
You're a dirty boy.
We pick up to Rick's head, just going for it, just giving himself a shower.
Yeah. Just yes, water.
Well, that'd be fine. Not if you. Yeah. Clearly, you didn't say that, so that didn't happen.
So, what would you guys like to do? Where y'all want to go?
Let's go back to town.
for supplies.
Well, we go back to the farm. I'd like to go back to the manor actually. To check on like the last place I saw our stuff.
See if any of it's still there.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't go to get the wagon or anything, so.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Yeah.
still gonna be piled up somewhere.
Yeah, he beat me up before we were searching the thing, so he beat me up before we were even able to go back and get our equipment. So.
Okay.
I
It
have a-
is
I have
roughly a day's travel
I
back
have a
to
question
town.
first.
Sure.
Yes.
Are we closer to Wyvern's Tor than further away? Because if we're close to it, we could at least do some recon.
That's an excellent
Let me look.
I just think we need to stock up on some healing potions. Then we can come back.
It's just a question.
It is a good question.
You're-
though.
It's hard to tell, but you are. It's hard to tell. But you can see Wyvern Tor in the distance. You can't see Phandelver. Maybe halfway between each. You're about a day's travel between each. It looks like.
Okay.
You know Phandelver's about a day's travel away. And you can see Wyvern Tor, and you can estimate it's about a day's travel too.
Not a
Pretty
problem.
far off in the distance.
If I don't think it's closer, then I won't say anything.
Okay. Everybody else? Is the party going to Phandelver?
Yep.
Okay, so you have, you guys kind of have seen the map, right? So you can get there just traveling through the grasslands. Someone roll me a d20 for a random encounter.
Want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
5.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't know if that's good or bad.
Can tell you, it's random.
I do.
Marching order.
Yes, give me a marching order. But
Where do you guys want to be?
after a long day's travel in the rain, you crest a hill and see Phandelver down at the bottom.
You want to be in the front?
Yeah.
You're coming. The
Really?
first thing
Oh, okay.
that's close to you is the destroyed manor. You see the dilapidated stone wall that maybe once stood proud around the town is not that way anymore. The rubble of a manor and the rest of the town with some of the lanterns in the street still flickering light. As you're coming in, it's not nighttime yet. So the way I usually do your day of travel is I'm assuming you're stopping to rest about an hour before nightfall to set camp.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's including all the breaks that you take during the day. So you can get about 4 or 5 squares, about 5 squares a day of travel. Okay, on the hex, and you were exactly 5 hexes away of paneling. Okay, so you are still light, but it's dark out because of the cloud overhang and the drizzle around you. What would you like to? You're in Phandelver, as far as I'm concerned.
Want to go get our gear? Want to go
You
get our
want to go
loot?
check the manor, or do you want to go back to the farm?
We're coming across the manor first. I think we should go there.
Just poke our head
We'll
in.
go check the manor.
Okay.
See if the loot is still there.
Are we worried about anybody still being there, or
We should be careful.
stealthy, or
I'm,
no?
I'm going to. If I'm at the front, I'm going to be like.
Send the owl.
I'll just send the owl in to take a look.
Okay.
What is it, Rixian?
Or I'm waiting
Well,
for him.
no.
Yeah.
I'm just whatever, and then you're doing that.
Okay. So I send the owl in and just
Should we get the cart first?
see what's going on.
Let's just see what's there, and then of course we'll get the cart.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Well,
Not a
we're
problem.
here first right now.
Sure. I have no problem.
You're scouting them,
Yeah,
them
I'm sending it in through.
into the cellar and the underground sort of area.
Just kind of just taking. a
How are
look,
we
see what-
going in?
The
Through
owl.
the back entrance.
The owl.
well, right now he's sending the owl in to scout.
to the back
How
entrance
are we
Yeah.
going
or
in?
the
Through the back
cellar
entrance.
entrance? The,
Are
through
we
the
going into the front door or the cellar door?
Right.
Or
Well, the
cellar is the
I mean,
front door.
I mean,
cellar
we're going
is, yeah,
or,
the
or
front door.
down the hill.
yeah, the secret entrance down the.
I'm not particularly. I don't care. Roll and odd or even, does it matter? Does anybody have a preference?
I don't think it matters.
Just
Do
say,
you
say
have
what
an
you
idea
want.
of the ring?
Yeah.
I say we go to the back.
Let's go through
Yeah,
the
that's
back.
what I was.
So we'll go through the back.
You would.
It's always the best, I mean, you just have to nibble on her ear a little bit.
So you guys are able to make your way back in.
I said that.
I'll speed this up for you guys just a little bit, and you find your cache of weapons and everything
we
like
got it all
that.
back.
Most of it.
Yeah, everything, the cache of weapons that they already had there as well.
Yeah.
No, you don't see any people or doppelgangers or anything like that.
Kind of figured.
We can come back for it in the morning. We've had a long couple days.
Lucian, what do you
You
see?
guys want to just camp out here?
So we just fast forwarded through that.
You want to just
Oh,
camp
So
out?
all of the stuff that we found was there.
You want to just camp out here, put up a little.
So nobody's here.
Well, it's
We can just grab our stuff and go.
They just left the treasure.
No, they
The-
grabbed us.
They grabbed it.
This is where I got beat up, guys. I let them know exactly how I got my ass kicked right there in the library
Uh-huh.
with a nightstick.
we were all there, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And it wasn't the Ren.
yeah. This is where the Ren beat me up. So I let them know about what happened, and
Yeah.
and then this is where I.
Oh,
let
they
'em know.
weren't actually
No.
there. They
Yeah.
all left the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where I let them know exactly what happened, that the whole melee, the whole battle, and what I found, the note.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I let them know about the note.
No, no. Okay. You can tell them what you remember of it.
Okay, so I don't know his name. So Sir
Oh, Yarno Albrecht.
Yarnar Albrecht. So basically, Spider wrote a letter to Yarnar Albrecht warning him that what's the Gundar and Gundren and the other guy Stildar. Gundren and Stildar were coming, and they said to, they
If
had
you want to
information
roll
they
in
want.
intelligence, I'll give you a roll to just have
Thank
the
you.
memory.
Okay, 16.
Okay.
You took it from me. I was just gonna pass it anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
It's more fun just to pull it out of your memory.
So Lord Albrecht, from 2 weeks ago. My spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandelver. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you. You know, Iarno. What's the name? Yeah.
Yarno.
Arno?
Yarno.
Yeah, Yarno.
When he got the first
Don't
two names
disappoint
wrong of Gundry and Yarno, I was like, man, we'll throw a bone on this one.
So Yarno. So I'm counting on you. So Yarno is he's a traitor. And it was addressed to Sir Lord Albrecht as well.
Yarno Albrecht is.
Yarno
Yarno
Albrecht,
Albrecht.
yeah.
So Yarno Albrecht betrayed his friend.
Oh,
Okay.
Sildar's not gonna be
Sildar,
happy
and
about
Sildar's
that.
looking for Yarno Albrecht. So
Yeah.
we have to let Sildar know that Yarno Albrecht actually is the reason why they got captured.
How do you
And
know that?
it's signed by the Spider.
Mm.
It was signed by the Spider, and my horrible memory is the only proof we have because I actually handed it to the doppelganger before he knocked us out.
But you managed to recall it.
I appreciate that.
At
by
least
the way.
we know.
Do I notice?
Does this mean we can't reclaim the bounty to find it for finding him?
No, we already got that.
Oh.
And lost it to the doppelgangers.
What is the Ren acting
No, you
like?
didn't.
From what I can see.
I don't know.
No, you
Ask him.
didn't.
Or because we didn't find him.
No, you're right.
You don't know anything about that.
About what?
He doesn't know anything about.
Oh, you're correct. Sorry, I wasn't there when the gold was handed in.
No,
yeah.
you don't know anything. That's not what we got paid for.
Mm.
We got paid for, and this is, I'm sorry,
Removing-
excuse me, out of character. This is we got paid for the red brand.
Yeah.
We did not get paid for
Okay, so
because
there's the
that
same
co-
cost
that
for
connection
Yano and
that connection
the red
was not
brands.
made.
That's where it was getting it mixed. We lost the gold for the red brands, not the
Right.
Okay.
The connection was never made because you never received that information.
correct. I was confused why we got paid last session. That makes sense. Okay, cool.
We're all stopped, and I kind of like turn around and just kind of look at the group, and I look at the Ren. And are you wearing your mask?
What? If there's ever a chance of battle, like something important is going on, the mask is on. Out in public, and we're just carousing, doing those kinds of things, I don't have it on. But any time that there is action to be had, yes, it's on.
I'm gonna go like that. Do you react? I mean, to me, not the. I can't
You
tell.
talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
Are you like on point, like tense? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Are you tense?
No.
Can't tell.
I'm okay. Oh, wait, are you asking me? Or are you?
No, I'm asking. Is your reaction like really on point? Like you're waiting for something really bad to happen?
In here, no. I'm fairly relaxed right now.
Okay, so if I go like that, you're like,
What?
okay, that's what I want to know. I kind of walk over and
Did you want me, or you're talking like you're trying to get my attention?
yeah, I'll walk
What?
up to you. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Did I go somewhere?
No. Not what I mean.
Do I need to go somewhere? How long has it been since you've had a drink?
My memory's a little fuzzy, but last I remember were you attacking us.
I didn't attack you. It was the thing that took my face.
Sounds like an ex-girlfriend.
No, my ex-girlfriends don't usually take that.
Take
They
everything
take
else.
they take other things.
Well, you know
They
what I
take
mean.
your
is
money.
They take your identity and then they
Face.
use it.
That's what they used to make fun of you.
They usually leave you that.
Leave you conscious.
You know,
I think you need a drink, man.
you wouldn't know this. I asked you, did you leave something behind? I didn't get the response I expected.
My flask? Because you still have my flask, by the way.
Yeah, but at the time, I don't think you would have been reaching for your flask. You came back uneasy. I said, did you leave something? Are you okay? Are you the same? I think you took it as immaterial and just looked for your flask, but I don't know. I feel like my instinct is you would have done something different. That's why I was suspicious.
Actually, that kind of reminds me of something right now. What the hell happened? With all y'all freaked out. With the eyeball monster. What the hell was up with that? Y'all got freaked out. You went extra violent on that thing. What was up with that?
Gosh, seems like
It's a
week
long
ago.
time ago, but it was only a day ago. 2 days ago.
2 days.
Yeah,
About
2 days ago. Seems like everybody's had a nervous breakdown.
Seem to
at
know
least once
things.
or twice.
Seem to know things about us. Things that we don't tell people. New secrets.
It whispered something in my mind.
Is that what happened to you?
It's all my nightmares.
I guess I'm not the only one who's had a bad time. Bad time of all this.
Last few days have sucked.
That's what I said.
The thing
Heavily.
that it said is still burned into your memory. Countless hours spent in study and research, all for one purpose. Time wasted. You will fail.
It seemed to be able to target your fears.
To
and play to
Riction,
them.
the solar lied to you. You'll never get your family back. Abandon hope.
Cool, bub.
You just see me making a fist and just turning white and very angry. I start biting my hand.
Is everything okay with you?
Yeah, I'm great. Why? Is this somehow abnormal for my normal behavior of just wanting to punch every living thing into oblivion? I mean, I don't know.
You normally Eldritch blast everything into oblivion.
Oh, that's just the last week. You should have seen me the week before.
Interesting.
It was just mostly my knee and somebody's face, but you know, bet's a bet.
So, are we gonna camp out here, mates? Or are we gonna go back into town?
There's ale calling
There's
our
ale
names.
and a bed
Yeah.
in town.
Seeing as I'm the only one that's not having a go with his self-conscience, I think that it's time to go back into town and have an ale or two.
Are you going to the Stonehill Inn?
We could have, I'm kind of curious what they think happened to us.
let's move and stow,
Yeah.
the equipment, at the farmhouse, and then yes, we're going to Still Hill.
So you're able to take all of the equipment to the farmhouse. Your wagon and horse is still there.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm getting a little peeved at us.
They have these like little lanterns that have covers, so there's still light on the streets, and you see the warm glow of the Stonehill Inn that you were so ready for after beating those red brands, but was so taken away from you.
Yes.
Round 2.
We're going back for all the adulation we can possibly.
As you're
muster.
traveling, the streets are fairly bare. It was just the few people walking.
Roll initiative. Red brands coming for revenge.
No,
And
I'm. Do I notice something odd about the attitude?
of who?
Well, based on the last time we were here, everybody was celebrating,
Well, there's not many people in the streets right now. It's raining.
but even still,
So the occasional, So
are they making eye contact? Are they?
well, I'm
looking
getting
down?
there. I'm getting there. So as you open the doors to the Stonehill Inn, you have Tolbin, his wife, and the workers that the other barmaid or bar wench rather, and a bunch of the
Barmaiden.
people look and go, there they are. You disappeared on us last night. I was gonna buy you a drink.
By all means, good sir.
Those of you that were here,
In actuality,
Am I offending anybody with my appearance?
are you still?
He said,
I'm
You never put your armor on?
Wait a minute, no, you got mud when your flesh
I-
is covered in mud, but you
the
put on
problem
your
is
equipment afterwards.
You
I-
got
I
some. You
can't-
got cleaned up somewhat.
Yeah, but like we would have come throughout like a major water source.
So it's
Because
not
of-
uncommon for someone dirtied up. They were their prospectors and miners.
I'm caked on mud.
Yeah.
Like
Underneath
I'm swamp
your-
So
thing.
you
underneath
didn't
your
clean up
clothes.
any of the mud.
His clothes are in better shape
Unless
than
we
he
came
is.
across a river or something, how else would
You
I
were
have
able to
done
get like with the rain and all that. You came across
Okay.
enough to be able to clean up somewhat.
that? Okay, so at least I.
You look dirtier than everybody else, but
You're
still,
not Sasquatch.
yeah. So a lot of the people were saying, they're like, we saw you. We thought you were out for the night, but we didn't see you in the morning. What happened? Where'd you go?
Let's have that drink.
something
Bachelor
called us
party.
away urgently that we couldn't say no to.
Okay. So they say, well, I guess that's the adventuring life.
It's a blessing and a curse.
I walk up to the bar and like I goes like, I need a room with a bed, please.
So Tolbin looks over and he says, "Ah, the savior of the town."
Well, I assume you can't even hear what I'm saying because I'm just. I need a room with a bed, please.
And he goes, "Well, that's just his general response when he sees you."
Okay.
And then he goes,
Just in case I need to say it again louder.
"A room? I think you're asking."
Yeah, a room.
Says, "I could tell that you've spent the last couple of days on the road. He's like, I know your rooms were paid, but you didn't have to leave that abruptly. I mean, I don't even think you woke up in the morning. We didn't see you. We were kind of concerned, but
Sorry,
we
duty
figured you were off
calls.
to the next big thing."
It's fine. Duty calls. It's just.
I'm gonna party. Hope
I need
I'm down.
He says, "Of course," and
I'm actually gonna gamble.
he says, "I'll have one drawn, a nice hot bath for you,"
And I need new
very
clothes.
loudly.
And I need new clothes.
I'm here with bath, and I'm like, make it 2.
So everyone's trying to figure like,
You know what?
And I look over my shoulder and it's like, fuck.
We don't have to do it together.
Everybody's hopping. in the
We
same
each
bath.
have our own little tub and we're sitting in a corner with our ale, just like, so.
he says,
No, we don't.
"Seeing as how you saved the town, rooms in a bath and a meal are on me, but this is the last time. The next time, you're paying. I have a
Save
business
the
to
town.
run."
Is there
Your
a
generosity
cup?
is too kind.
Is he washing something? Cup or anything? A mug?
He's just
I'm
sitting there
so
talking
glad I
to
did
you.
not
I
take
mean, is
the
there anything
doppelganger back to the
around
Batcave.
or whatever? Anything?
Yeah, there's mugs and
All
beer
right, I
on
grab
tap.
a mug and I cast light on it, make it shimmer a little, and be like, "All right, you do good."
He looks
You
at it
do
like, he doesn't know what to do with it.
What did he give him?
You cast light on the mug. He says, "That's a neat trick."
Trying to turn a new leaf, trying to get good at this.
He says,
Just not sure what to do.
"What do I do with this?"
Drink it.
Drink it.
He says,
That will
Running.
hold the most eloquent ale anyone's ever tasted from now on.
"Roll persuasion."
Deception.
Deception, yeah, roll deception.
What is it?
Actually, is that a 7 or
I'm not
one.
looking.
A 1?
Well, I mean, even still, I have pretty good deception. 6.
6. Okay, so he actually rolled low too. So he looks and he goes, "Oh, well, I'll put the finest of ale in it then." And thank you, sir.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Excellent.
There you go.
So is everyone gonna hang around the tavern?
I say we all get a
So
bath.
I'm not role playing anything. Logan personally wants a shower because it's hot in here. So I'm gonna
Yes.
take a shower in character because it
Okay.
makes sense.
Fair enough.
For real?
You notice
just
of
hot.
the
Okay.
townsfolk. You notice.
And so yeah, just quick shower and then back into the town to party it up.
bath.
Bath. Yeah, they don't have showers. Water pressure's not a thing.
I'm working up to.
Harbin
that.
Wester is hanging out.
Well,
Lenine
while I'm
Greywind,
filthy, I'm going to be filthy.
the owner of the
I know
trading
you're
post,
thinking.
and
Oh, well, you're not going to get dirty with me.
Sister
comes
Gariel
later.
are all in the tavern
I'm going to be
having a meal.
naughty.
And they look up and they
Maybe
raise
not
their
that.
mugs, and they're not happy to see you as well.
Not happy.
No,
Happy,
They're
yeah.
happy,
happy.
alright.
Yeah.
But those are of the people that you recognize. Those are the people that you recognize in town.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna. I'm gonna take in a long overdue hurrah with the town. You
I'm
know?
gonna-
So
I'm
you
not
every
gonna-
table you go up to, you get a hey, and there he is, and
soaking it all in, man. It's the only time I like humans. It's cool.
yeah, every table you go to, they're more than happy to scoot over and give you a seat and buy you around.
Game of
and,
dice, game of cards, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do. We'll
Oh,
play
yeah.
it. You know, let's just have a good time. I'm not gonna get messed up. But,
and again, the tavern's actually kind of bustling because there's people excited and and they have the freedom to move about and to do things in town. They're not afraid to go
So
around town.
raising reputation, telling stories of good deeds and listening to bards' tales. So that's what my character's going to be doing, raising the reputation of TBK 2020.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not hard. You save the town.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to lift that up.
You hear a couple of rumors of, as you. Well, who else is so? Okay, so Bath.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
okay,
but like kind of quickly.
I was gonna fast forward that.
Yeah,
I'm
about this quick.
to the point
Let
where
me
we
know
come
after
back.
I'm
30
standing on the
minutes
table by
has
the time you guys come down
let me
from your
know
bath.
after 30 minutes has elapsed of a bath, and I'm out, whatever, so I can know what to do.
So you okay? So everyone.
I am going
30
to.
minutes.
I want to seek out the wife the wife of the tavern owner or the inn owner that I
Mhm.
spoke with about the red brand.
Okay.
Um,
She's in the back, cooking up y'all's meals
okay, I'm gonna
as the rest of your party takes a bath.
I'm gonna go back there and,
Her
and
name
talk with
is
her.
Trelina.
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 Trelina. I'm back. Remember I told you I'd take care of that red brand problem for you?
She is excited to see you, and she says, "You said you'd take care of them, and you did.
I did.
You're a true hero."
I
The
have,
Ren.
I have a question for you. I know that a lot of people aren't happy with Harbin right now, and I think it's time for a change in the town.
And he's hit there in the tavern right now.
Yes, but we're in the back, right?
Correct. Yeah, I'm just letting you know
Yeah.
that, so she kind of keeps her, she says, "Oh, I don't think he'll be the town master much longer. I think that we're going to look for somebody new."
Do you have any preferences in that thought?
She says, "Well, why not you? You're the savior of town."
Well, as flattered as I am, I think that because of my adventuring life, that it's going to pull me too far away from town most of the time. I think that it would be best somebody that's going to be more responsible and here in town, being able to actually handle the problems that come up in town.
She says, well, there's a lot of talk about who should be the town master, and you've met most of them. I think Halia Thornton, I think, would be great. She runs the miners' exchange. She knows the people who work here. She's does great things for the town. Brings in gold, and she was not a fan of the red brands. I know she was actively trying to oppose them without necessarily, get into trouble. And there's a couple of other people in town, but I would say that Halia Thornton is a strong enough woman to bring prosperity to our town and grow us.
Interesting thought. Okay, I just wanted to kind of get your feel on who you would prefer in that leadership role, and again, I do think it's time for your town to have some sort of change, and I just don't think that Harbin is
She says,
definitely.
"Oh, there's plenty of people that would be good at it, but
You think that she
Halia,
would be the best?
she has a way of. I think she would bring in prosperity to the town. I think other people would be good leaders, but she is a leader herself. I would trust her. I would like to see her, but I would be happy with many of the people around town."
Well, I appreciate your input. I'm glad that I was able to take care of that problem for you, and you'll definitely see me more tonight.
She kind of smiles and says, "Well, I have your food. Will be prepared here shortly. I think maybe 30, 45 minutes."
Sounds good.
So you guys get your bath. You have
You
food
have to
waiting
change
for
things.
you. You didn't take a bath, but you're out there drinking and doing a little bit of gambling on the side, and everyone kind of gets
Warming
to have
up
their
the
chance of just taking a second and
Just
getting a
enjoying
warm
this,
bath
yeah.
and recovering.
So during this time, I'm gonna come out and be nicely
Can we change the-
clean. I'm gonna walk over to KO and I'm
the
gonna pull out
map?
the eye patch. I'm gonna set it on the table. I'm saying, I don't know what this does yet, but you had interest in it.
I do.
Want to play a game for it?
Fine, whatever.
Clackety,
man.
clackety, clack. Let's roll them dice.
Yeah.
Roll
So,
it up.
is there any? Do we just want to do a straight roll off, or do we want to do like
An actual game.
an actual dice game?
Well, let's find out. Hold on.
Because I think this will be fun.
Roll 2d6.
Ooh, I like
You
this
really want
idea.
that eye
Go
patch,
for
I
it.
can tell.
No,
I
no,
do.
but this is way cooler than talking it
You
over.
want to do high or odd and even?
Like for the whole party? Yeah, that'll be fun. I have no idea what it does. Oh, we did have a pearl worth 100 gold. Is that
Well, you
still in
got
our
teams
party
because
treasure?
like odd and even.
Because I
go
need
on.
that to identify it later.
You got distribution, whereas high, you got it's just whoever rolls high. That's it.
Yeah.
There's got to be an interesting, really short dice game like this boxcars. Wait,
Oh,
what's
that'd
that?
Let's see.
He's on it.
I'm looking something up.
During this time, can I? So that comes into my question. Do we still have that pearl worth 100 gold pieces? And I do have a question about.
Roll
if-
a D100. 50 or higher, you have it.
Has 30
You can
minutes
do it
elapsed?
here.
What's
Roll
that?
your
Has 30
D10s.
minutes elapsed?
Yeah, yeah.
Like 100.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Because
Oh,
I'm
That's how you would do
I'm
it.
out of the
if you
battle,
rolled it.
and
That's what you do. You do the D% and then the.
I would have been in my room looking at the
63.
book,
Mm-hmm.
just like kind of turning through it, and like I mean, it's like kind of makes sense or whatever, but I'm still kind of frustrated
Okay.
because I'm not exactly one that's good with books,
Right.
and like
You can, but you understand this one
I
very
know, but
well.
like I'm still like really just
Strangely.
kind of in a panic, and I'm looking around. I assume I'm just wearing kind of like basic robes or whatever. I put the book down on the bed. I walk out, and like I'm looking for Lucian.
Okay.
And do I find him?
He's in the middle of a game.
Where is he?
Well, he's playing a game of dice with KO.
All right. I'm like, okay. And I walk up and I kind of just stand there next to him for a moment, and then back to them for their thing.
Okay. Here's how it's gonna work.
The Bugbear
Okay.
Slayer.
So much more fun than actually just like deciding what it does. Of course, it could come to you and be like, "Oh, this is
Do you have a
completely
in
somebody
Just
map? for
roll
that?
high or low for now. Higher wins.
High or low?
High wins. High dice out of a D20.
Okay,
You have
blood
a,
dice.
Hold on, real quick. Is anyone gonna try to cheat the dice?
How do you do that?
Sleight of hand.
I don't have it, but I can. If I don't have the skill, can I still do it?
Oh yeah.
Do any of you have loaded dice?
Still
No.
try.
No, but I have a nice dexterity that can help.
I mean,
Well, if you roll sleight of hand, if you're trying to roll a specific way to try to cheat the dice, then
You can roll with advantage.
You can roll your your sleight of
I'm
hand will
going
be your
straight
roll.
forward.
Just straight
So I'm
20.
just doing a straight roll.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to cheat your friend.
Now I got a 3.
15.
15. Okay. So you guys play a game of dice, and it comes to Lucian is the winner.
I pick it up. I put it back on. Just kind of sit there and
Starts
looking
to
awesome.
Bore into your eyeball, and now you start to feel like
Yeah.
I become
you're
possessed.
an evil pirate.
Yeah, how
That's
about
right.
no?
I'm
And now I'm not myself, and everybody.
Feel a
needs to leave the
worm
room.
slide into your eye.
am I standing by him right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I touch him on the shoulder. Lucian, I need to talk to you.
Rixian, hey, how does it look?
It's great. I really need to talk to you, okay?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
I in private upstairs. What
Uh,
are you doing, by the way?
We were planning for this really cool eye patch, just a game. Nothing.
I don't know about you. I don't know if I'd do that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Don't mess up your vision. Soldiers.
I kind of like flip it up so it's the inverse and doesn't look near as cool. I'm like, all right.
At least it couldn't be as bad.
I don't know what it does yet either. Actually, just take a look at it later.
But please come
Yeah,
upstairs.
I just
okay?
take it off. I apparently something else is going on. I kind of lose my jovial demeanor very quickly.
Okay.
While I'm upstairs,
Yeah, you'll go upstairs.
defensively, of course.
Oh yeah. I'd be surprised anyone would go with anybody solo at this point.
I'm sorry. You're feeling paranoid right now. Yeah.
Harbin?
very-
Just like hugging my shield.
Sister Gariel,
Gariel.
Gariel, and Who else did you say was in there? The Coster lady, right?
Oh, Lenine Greywind, yeah. Lion Shield
Greywind.
Coster,
Uh-huh.
the owner of that,
Is
yeah.
in there, and those are the notable figures that we know that are in there.
Mm-hmm. We'll let them do what they're gonna do, and then.
Okay.
So you go upstairs.
Yep.
You're in your room.
Okay. So, yeah, all right, okay. Have a seat, please.
I sit down.
All right. I have this thing now. And
What thing?
And I pull it out and I show him the book. I'm like,
I have
Now,
this-
is this a physical thing,
It
or
is.
is this just a? Okay.
No, it's an actual thing I have to keep on me.
Okay.
So, it's one of those things that's in my possession now.
Mhm.
So I was like, because if I lose it, there's a whole thing I have to do to get it back. So
Okay.
anyway,
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but my reason for being anywhere now, it's telling me I need to look at this. And I'm not good with books, and it seems like that's all you do. You seem like some kind of book guy. I'm sorry.
I spent a lot of time reading.
I'm trying not to be insulting. I know I don't have a.
Unfortunately, lifting books is not necessarily an arduous
Anyway,
task.
so I was just wondering, would you mind helping me? Because it's not my life. I'm not used to books. I'm not used to reading and writing. And I mean, I can kind of read and write, but I feel like I need some help. Okay,
Where'd you get the book?
I don't even know how to explain it. It's. I got these powers, and then those powers came back again. The same voice. It said I needed more guidance, and it gave me this thing. And I'm trying to make sense of it. And
I'll hear a voice.
I'm real paranoid now because I don't know who to trust
Can you put
anymore.
on the
Like,
tavern music? Or the
but you,
tavern stuff?
so far, you haven't turned on me, and
thank you.
I feel like I can probably trust you. I really poured my heart all this time, and you didn't somehow sleep with my sister. So I feel like we're probably good. I'm sorry. That was an adolescent kind of memory. So anyway, I don't know. You look like you're good with books. I need some help with books. You think you can help?
Yeah, of course.
It immediately gave me more. I feel like I can do things I couldn't do before, but I don't know. I feel like it's something I shouldn't take for granted, and I'm trying to follow this new path, and I just want to do good. And I don't know. After last time, I'm feeling so uneasy. I don't know what to do, but at least I know if I study this thing, I feel like at least I'm doing the right thing.
That's a good start for sure.
I don't know. It just it feels weird.
I mean, that's where I get my power from, was knowledge.
I know. That's why I came to you, because it seems like you understand books, and
And
I don't understand them. They're a thing, and
Is this a new voice? Because occasionally,
I've heard it before.
when did you first hear it?
Right before I came here, and I found my newfound abilities.
So you're new to this.
Yeah, it's all, everything's all very new. Not the killing. Like I said, killing.
You're in the
is-
military, right? Is that something I would know? Is that something I would know?
Yeah, I was in a very sad war. And I know killing.
I've never heard of a happy war. I've read a lot of books. Nobody ever seems to truly win.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I know all about war. I've read a lot of books. Sorry.
No, I've never heard of. I never heard of a happy war.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't like I know what they're about. Yeah,
I've been there. I read it.
I was in the trenches.
The truth is with you.
I had a lifetime subscription to Goosebumps.
some wars you know your enemy. They're
Trench foot.
somebody that we all believe is bad. Sometimes you go to war with people and maybe they're your friend, maybe they're family, maybe there's somebody you don't want to kill, and it's really rough. That's actually why when I started killing for coin, actually felt relieving because they weren't people I knew.
and it was really. I don't like talking about it, really. But still,
No, you don't have to.
I'm feeling really. I don't know
I'm not
anymore.
meaning to pry. I'm just trying to kind
After
of
the
get
past
some
few
bearings
days,
on this.
I don't know. This is very confusing. I really need your help. And
Can
if I can have
take a
your
look
help,
at the book?
yeah, take a look at it.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with it, honestly.
Languages?
A few. I think 7. Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Goblin, Giant, Sylvan, and Draconic.
So you take a look at the book and you see it's.
You'd have to know Celestial.
Huh?
You'd have to know Celestial.
So, yeah, you look at it and you see this language that you have no idea what it is.
I've
Very
no- yeah.
foreign to you.
Okay.
It's a well-made, well-bound book. I mean, you've seen a lot of books. You've done a lot of studying, and this is something that is.
Would it be of a religious nature or a magic nature? Can I make some type of check to see kind of just what it is, or kind of try to
To
ascertain?
you, it just
some
looks like a
nature of it?
book.
Okay.
Without being able to actually read anything on it, you can't get the nature of it.
Would you be able to recognize the language even if you didn't read it?
No.
No. Okay.
Because there's so many
Yeah.
languages.
There's a ton.
All right, what do you think? I mean, I looked through it and I understand it, and it just says do
You can
these
read
things.
this?
It's white, gray, gold filigree,
Yeah.
and it's definitely like where did this? You would have
Yeah.
seen that before. It's
Yeah.
definitely new.
This is something I cannot read. I know a lot of languages, but this is beyond me.
What? It just says wave hand and say this. I mean,
Is it like a spell book?
I don't know. I don't know what spells are. I don't
You
know
speak
any of
Draconic?
this.
Yes, I do.
So you know a lot of spell books are in Draconic.
Yeah.
Because that's sort of one of the many languages of magic, and a very common one in this area.
Right.
So it's
I wouldn't,
but that
like,
doesn't
I wouldn't
mean that
know
it's
it was a spell book.
yeah. Well, but that doesn't
Based
mean
off
it's
his comment.
necessarily a language of,
Yeah.
of magic. Though.
Right.
But
I mean, I can. Yeah,
could
it
always
just
just
says.
ask him what it
I start pointing to the symbols and
Mhm.
saying the letters that I see, and
Casting spells?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. No, he's showing me the
and
book.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. Sorry. Anyway, but like, there's all these blank pages. It's just, it feels, I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's all these blank pages. Why is it such a big thing? And all these blank pages. I
And
don't.
from your description, I would know that he was describing spells and stuff like that.
If he describes it, yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's not.
This is not necessarily
Yeah.
a way of magic that you're familiar with.
Okay. So yeah, please tell me what I know because I
Yeah,
have
it's
no
not
idea.
something that you're familiar with, but magic is a strange thing. I mean, it comes
Would I-
from many different places.
So having studying,
You feel like
studied
this
Arcana,
is a something that he has that gives him power. You know he casts magic.
right. So I know he casts magic. I know it has spells in it because he's kind of showed me
Yeah.
and told me kind of what he can see on the
So
pages.
from what you would surmise, it's a spell book.
A spell book. Okay.
You would probably know more than I do about
Okay.
how I work.
Okay. So I could surmise that it would be like a wizard.
No, he wouldn't.
Well, what I'm saying is like if I'm really ignorant
'Cause
about.
you have a very strange relationship with the way you get your magic.
No, I don't mean the way I'm getting it. I'm just saying that like, oh, it's a spell book, and I would know that. I was like, I don't know, it's just a book. I wouldn't come to the conclusion that
he's
that's
gonna
a
know
book.
it
a
as
pact
wizard.
is a lot like worship, so.
Yeah, but he doesn't know he has a pact. He just know he has a book.
Oh,
So he's gonna
And he can
interpret
hear
it as
voices.
a spell book. So you probably
Yeah.
would think he's just a wizard.
Right.
He casts spells and has a spell book. Then
Right.
maybe he just kept this hidden this whole time.
Right.
But given the fact that he said he had these powers just start recently.
That would be strange.
Okay.
And he hasn't studied them. He just
Yeah.
has them.
Okay.
That would be strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I needed to know to kind of jump into this.
Because I'm ignorant of
Yeah.
my own
Right.
out of character. I'm ignorant of my own disposition.
Right. Okay. It appears to be in a language I can't read, but it appears to be a spell book. Something that as you go, a lot of wizards study, and this is how they learn: is they find spells and they're able to put them into this tome that they're able. It's like a book of knowledge. It's something that they've learned over their lifetime. It's something that people hold very dear and close to them. It's something that it's effectively where someone of arcane persuasion who's studied keeps their knowledge.
So you're saying I can read minds?
There are spells that can do
add a
that,
character, Richen, you understand what this thing is. You may not have an understanding of magic, but you know what this is to you.
No, I know it's very
Just based off of instinct.
It's a precious thing that I hold very dear, and I need this to survive.
Yes.
This is a survival
Right.
item, okay? But my understanding of the mechanics of it is vague.
Right. So you're looking
So-
for the mechanical.
But he
rules.
can't really help you with that.
I'm proficient in Arcana, so I would know kind of how spells work and spell
Correct.
books work, and so that's why I'm just.
But
in
this
Would
Bardic.
you
is
know
unique
about
to
the different
him.
types of spellcasters?
And you can't read it anyway.
Right. No, I'm not able to help him like actually do anything with the book. I'm just
Right.
trying to. I'm just giving.
And really, this
yeah.
is just a, whatever.
I got you.
It's a role playing
You're-
assistance of
the characters.
yes.
Gotcha.
Lucian's read the player's handbook, so he knows that this is a warlock badge.
What is everybody else doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing complicated things, so.
Okay. I'm like, whatever. I can't read this, but keep it with you, and it'll.
All right,
From what I know
I
of
need
this.
to take care of this, right? I need to.
Yes. Keep it safe.
This is important.
Keep it secret. Keep
All
it
right,
secret.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Shove it down the back of my pants, I guess,
Gandalf.
Okay. Yeah.
or in the front.
Too
I don't
bad.
know.
I couldn't. I tried not to. I was
Too
like,
easy.
I'm like,
Yeah.
If it's
Try to
there,
resist
hey,
it.
You gotta
You
open
shall
up.
not pass.
Okay.
Um,
We can go to somebody else, but at some point,
Yeah.
Michael and I were discussing. We think that the identify spell doesn't consume the pearl. Is that correct?
it does not.
It does not. So
You can-
Yeah.
it
Right.
does consume
It
the
does
pearl.
not.
It does.
It does not.
Does not.
Okay, I'm gonna read about it.
I thought I'm.
But so
thought
there's
it
a
did.
difference of opinion. That's what I'm looking it up. But we
can
can
go
do
do
other
something
things.
else.
But because it's a big deal for me to like
Well,
burn a.
Can
It
we-
consumes time, but
can
it
we-
does,
can we-
doesn't
can I
consume
first-
the.
Yeah.
the
Are y'all gonna
item.
kiss or
Yeah, we're gonna
make
just
out?
start making
I was
out.
waiting for that moment, like, come on, guys.
Everybody's having moments.
Yeah.
I'm one on the table.
Yeah, you're like,
Sorry,
Having
sorry.
a moment on the table.
Sorry,
I'm having
okay.
a moment at the bar.
you shouldn't have this tough world
Okay,
all by
okay.
yourself.
All right, and end of role play time. Okay.
All right, Lucian. You know, I feel like you let me down the least last time, and I don't know how to feel now, and I hope I can at least trust you. Okay, I'm kind of.
So alone.
You can't.
I don't know. So many things, and I don't know. I
Ranger has the most healthy
does not.
outlook on
You can.
KO seemed like a good friend, and you know I thought I knew the Ren, and things are just they're on their head a lot. And I need at least tell me something good so I can know what to do. But I gotta lay down. I really need to lay down.
my heterosexual life partner, Jay.
So
And
I'll rest.
I take the book back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Take
I'll-
the book back and I hold it and covet it,
Yeah.
protect it.
all right, I need some alone time in my closet.
I'll reach out, just kind of grab my shoulders, like,
There's
sleep well.
something in this closet here.
Or-
I'm gonna show you.
No matter what, like, I'm here.
Making sure that I'm going
Yeah.
to sleep, not attacking him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is,
I'm
is
gonna,
the point.
yeah. I'm just gonna say, rest well. If you ever need
You
to talk,
guys were
I'll be here
there
in the
about
morning.
2 days
All right.
ago.
All right. There we go.
So,
I'm out.
casting identify does not consume the pearl unless it says so in the spell.
Did they change it?
Well, that's like if you go by rules as written, if you look at like Raised Dead, it says it consumes the diamond, right?
Does it not say that on identify?
No.
Oh wow, I thought it did.
Nope. There, it does.
You just
not-
have to have it
it's
with you.
Just the time.
Okay.
Just the
So
time.
since we have rest and we haven't cast a spell, I'm gonna cast identify on the thing, and I'm gonna figure out what that does.
On what thing?
On the eye patch that
Okay.
I won. But that you can do that first.
Okay.
Because I want to know what it does.
Well, first and foremost, and like,
Nothing.
did
not
y'all
patched.
have something to do?
Really?
It's not magical. Yeah.
I lost my eye patch. There's nothing.
The
for me
eye
to
patch
do.
belong to the bugbear. All you get with identify is basically the history of the bugbear having it special made because he liked the eye patches. He wasn't actually in what you get from your
Get
identify
my
is
eye
like
patch.
learning about the history and the item itself, not just if it's magical, what the magical properties are, and that the bugbear wasn't actually blind in one eye. He just liked the look of the eye patch. And he liked that it had jewels and everything on it, so it made him feel special. So that's why he had it.
As I walk downstairs, I pull it off and throw it at KO.
Dude, you should have totally played it up. Like it was amazing. I shouldn't have this much power.
I do my best Ziggy Stardust impression, you know.
So he just throws it at you.
And I go get a strong drink.
All right. So
very
that
upset.
means you come up to me. I'm like, so.
No,
I
you
incorporate
wanna
it
do
into
stuff,
my
or
dance.
Are you
I
waiting?
guess, whatever.
I mean,
I don't know.
it may just. Again, did y'all have something y'all wanted to do?
I kind of had an idea.
Okay, yeah, let's
all
do
right,
it.
all right. So as I see you come in and throw it at KO, who definitely catches it out of the air.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Puts it on and strikes a pose. Because why not? We're like, guess it was worthless then.
Yeah.
So he
Doesn't
throws
do a
it
damn
to
thing.
KO.
Damn thing. I was like, I'm gonna pull a drink and give it over. We're gonna cheer. Ding. So, the eye creature talked to you too. Told me my sacrifice would have saved thousands. I know it's not true. At least I don't want it to be true.
From what I know of that situation, there's not a good thing that could have come of it.
I'm still waiting for the other shoe to fall.
Generally, good things don't ask for people to die for no reason in a sack, in a ritual.
I wasn't good though. Not falling.
Doesn't matter if you're good. It matters what they are. Told me that all my time studying was worthless. That no matter what, I'd still fail.
Wasn't worthless to me. You found me. Just in time.
Well, that evil-eyed creature is a real son of a bitch.
That evil-eyed creature is a real son of a bitch.
Man, you got the cock of the walk, man. You got two.
Here's
You have two possibilities.
I want to adventure with
then
Zuko.
Here, it's like, so it's like, here's to finding.
You're about to get like 6
the
red
hidden
brands
threats.
busting into this place.
I know, right?
Here's to finding the hidden threats.
They're gonna have to get in line behind
and
these
stopping them
two.
before they start.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go. Okay. Something that's gonna push the narrative along.
Probably, but I was gonna say, did you want to end it here?
Well, I want to kind of know what you guys are gonna do for the next session, so I'd like to.
So,
Oh, okay.
right.
to that point.
So my thing is that I wanted to go up to Sister Gariel and tell her that I want to see her later on tonight and have some time to ourselves. But I have an errand to run, and I want to go and find Sildar. I don't know why.
That's what I want to do. I want to go tell Sildar the news.
I wanted to go find Sildar.
Okay. It's still
I'll do that. I was planning on doing that the next day, though.
okay. Well, you kind of see him asking about him, and you know that he's.
Well,
in a-
I was talking to Sister Gariel first.
Yes.
And then I definitely was going to go out.
So she's gonna go. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Be with you.
Says. What do you mean? You want to talk? Netflix and chill?
Would you like me to show you?
This is getting
do you need-
really
Roll-
CK right
do you really?
now.
Yeah. Do you really?
Roll persuasion.
Do you really need to
not invoke that.
spell it out or whatever for you? 19.
Okay. All right. She says, "Okay.
That's
At
enthusiasm.
your house
Yeah.
later on tonight.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a bit.
Okay." She says, "I'll see you then."
That should be the doppelganger.
Maybe.
Sildar is in the town master hall,
Right.
and he's probably still there. That's where he hangs out till pretty much he goes to sleep. So, are you going there?
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on the door. Harbin is in here, right?
No, he's at the inn.
I know. He's in. Here.
He's in the inn. Yes.
Yeah.
Is anyone else going with Rickshan? Are you making it known? I mean, everyone. You
I have
can
no
see him
reason.
leave.
I was
All you
gonna,
can see him
I was
leave.
gonna save Sildar for the next day, so.
But I have no reason to go with.
Huh?
The crow, the wren.
The Ren.
The inn?
You said
You said
Rickshaw.
Rickshaw.
Oh. Yes.
Sorry.
I wasn't planning on seeing Sildar.
Right.
that
And
day,
again,
so-
I have. I know.
Yeah, running off is.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again,
Yeah, I'm not.
So go ahead. Yeah,
let's all go.
you can find him pretty
You know
easily.
what? Do I notice that the Ren is gone because it seems
Yeah, we
to be
will watch
a
him walk
pattern?
out.
Okay.
Well, he's been kind of bouncing around. I mean, you're all kind of doing your own thing, you know.
Does the
so
Red want us to go with?
if he goes outside,
us?
he goes outside. I mean, unless you're like super paranoid now and you're like,
Well,
"Where's the Ren?"
Kind of.
Don't let
Uh,
that damn
I
put
am.
out
It's
aside.
pretty obvious he leaves.
Considering what happened to me, I will be kind of paranoid.
So
about Ren
as
leaving.
you're leaving, then they say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Oh,
I'm gonna go talk to Sildar.
I'll. Do you mind company?
Done that before, haven't we?
Sure. If you want to go, I didn't want to. It seemed like y'all needed a break, and the night is young, and so there's still plenty of time to.
Let's just say we shouldn't go off alone.
Okay. I mean, I just didn't want to bother you. I didn't want to bother you.
Party.
I hope I'm not. Don't split the
You
party.
never split the party.
So, who all's going to see Sildar?
I'm.
Can we wait to see?
Especially
Sildar
if they're
in the
two going
morning?
off together. Nope.
Well, I mean, he leaves, and everyone, and
Yeah,
then
wait,
KO
I'm gonna
says,
ask you,
Yeah.
Are you
yes,
asking?
I'm asking. Can this wait for the morning?
I mean, I think that there's some information that he needs to know now, and it would. I'd like to know what it.
What can he do now that he can't do in the morning?
I would like to know why somebody that he works with was running the town.
Can that wait for the morning?
Don't you want to know now?
Would hours change any decisions we make?
"I would like to know."
And also too.
Okay, let's go.
We,
Let's go.
All right, you know what?
we sent the dwarf and Aelith to give him a message. I want to see if he got it.
Well, we have to come with you. We
Yeah.
can't walk off alone anymore.
I'm gonna take a roadie.
We can't. Yeah, it's like I'm taking this
One for
to
the
go.
road,
Just like-
bartender.
It's just like right across the street.
You're absolutely right. But after
It is
what
a
happened-
road.
Remember,
There is a road
the
involved.
doppelganger that looked like you.
Therefore, it
knocked
is
me
a
out.
roadie.
So it's not that I don't trust you.
Okay. Again, I'm not stopping you from coming. I want to know.
Well, since we can't stop you, we have to come. What?
Okay, so
Along.
you guys head over to the townmaster hall, and Sildar's there. And when you approach, he's an astute person. He's paying attention. He looks up and he opens the door and says, "I thought y'all left town." He's kind of upset. I was curious what happened. It's very strange.
So
Some business called us out temporarily.
He says, "Okay, yeah, okay."
So tell me more about this Yarno Albrecht. You want us to find him?
Well, yeah. That's one of the reasons I came here, was
How
to
well
find
do you,
Yarno.
do you know him?
He's a colleague of mine. We work for the same group.
Do you know him well?
He says, "Only his appearance. He was sent here to do what I'm doing now, but then he disappeared. So that's why I came. I'm trying to help this town through a couple of different means. You, and whoever is with him, he points. He says, "You have all been a great help in helping this town and helping me and those that I work for."
Would it surprise you to know that Glassstaff and Yarno are the same person?
He says, "Come again."
Glassstaff,
I've
leader
heard
of
of
the
it.
Red Brands,
I've heard of him.
is Yarno.
You said he is Yarno.
Was.
Was.
I'm rolling a insight on his response. to
On
this.
Sildar's?
Whatever he says after. to
Well, he
this way.
says you're gonna have to come into a little bit more detail than that. And you can just say, I explain what's happened to him.
Okay.
With yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I basically explained that.
how much do you want to let him know? I mean,
I want to, again, I'm concerned that while I don't distrust him, I don't think he's been 100%. Well, actually, I know he hasn't been 100% honest with us about everything. And I want to probe him about more because now there are other things involve, like changelings and something that there's other kinds of spies.
Are you telling him about the doppelgangers and about how Yarno died and about finding him
yeah.
and all that?
Mhm.
Okay, so most of the details. Okay.
So is this the details about the confrontation that happened last session that we weren't
Yeah,
a part of?
that's what I'm assuming he's telling him.
Yeah, and again, I'm telling these things, and
I
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
long
Just trying to
story,
keep
and,
up
and
with
he sits
people
there
that
and
are
nods and listens as you're going over, and he seems very surprised when you speak of doppelgangers, and he also seems very surprised when you are describing, when you describe Yarno, he says, that sounds like him. When you describe
What he looks like.
Glassstaff,
Oh my god.
he says, that sounds like him, and says, well, that's a disappointment.
Okay, that's what I'm rolling insight on. And that is a 7. Nope, that is a 18.
18? You trying to find out if he's lying?
If he's
Not
actually
telling-
disappointed.
Yeah, he seems very upset. Yeah, your insight. He doesn't look like he's trying to hide anything.
He's apparently working with the Black Spider, and
I've heard, and I heard that in the cave as well with the goblins. That's very concerning.
they apparently knew you were coming.
I didn't know Glassstaff that well personally. He was a member of my organization, but still, to betray us like that is uncommon. He says,
Us,
the organization I work for.
who is?
I can't go into much detail about that, unfortunately.
Is there a reason why? Have we not proven ourselves trustworthy and that?
Roll persuasion.
Okay. I'm gonna. Might
Okay.
as well burn one.
Okay, all right.
Persuasion plus 5. 17.
17. Okay, so after using your inspiration, you're able to roll the, to convince him a little bit more about the organization he works for. Buffering.
Please hold.
Please hold. DM is buffering.
Okay. He says, I work for a faction called the Lord's Alliance. I was sent here on their behalf to see Phandelver prosper and to investigate another missing member of our faction, Yarno Albrick.
The only problem that I see is that it has something to do with Gundren. They knew that you were coming.
Indeed, they did. The Black Spider, whoever this is, knew we were coming. It makes me think that there's more going on than just a few Red Brand thugs and a Kragmaw tribe. If there's a Black Spider involved in the Red Brands and the Kragmaw tribe, that is troubling.
What does this have to do with Gundren and the Wave Echo Cave?
From my time in captivity and from what I've already told you, they were after him and his maps, and he knew the location of Wave Echo Cave. So that must have something to do with it.
And you know of anything special specifically about the cave that would warrant this level of attention?
The Forge of Spells.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly this cave has a forge called the Forge of Spells that they used in ancient times to craft magical weapons.
500 years ago, there was a clan of dwarves and gnomes that made a pact to share that cave, and they were run out.
How well known is this information?
It's a legend.
It's a local legend,
It's
yeah.
a local legend, so it's one of those things that
500 years ago was a long time.
plays around in the minds of society and just kind of.
Oh, and there's been people searching for it. Trust me. But when you go searching and find nothing, then a legend just stays a legend. But Gundren said he found it, and I want to help him open it up, to bring the law back to this area, and to open the Tribord Trail is a prominent road. The Lord's Alliance is about seeing this area prosper. I can't tell you exactly who I work for, not yet, anyways. Their names, but we seek to bring good about in this area. To bring law over the chaos.
Would not the discovery of this forge just be another incentive for strife?
Oh no. Not in the hands of Gundren and the Lord's Alliance.
The forge
But
still
in the
brought
hands of the
strife.
Black Spider, absolutely.
The forge still brought conflict to this region when it was active.
No, the Forge brought prosperity. The Waybeco Cave brought prosperity to the area. The orcs came down
Destroyed
with evil mages to take it over. We have problems now in the area. We seek to return Phandelver to its former glory.
Used to be called.
He seems
Phandelver.
very
Yeah.
zealous in this and wanting to bring about the prosperity of the area.
Okay.
And if Gundren does open up the mines, who's going to be in control of it?
Well, Gungeon, of course. It's his right to claim.
What influence does the Lord's Alliance have on that?
Says, I'm here to assist him. My goal is to see Phandelver prosper. We have no need for the monetary gain of this forge or the cave and the mining that comes from it. That's Gundren and his family, his brothers, or the town, whoever he seeks to deal business with. He's found it. It's his claim by right. I'm not looking for that. I just want to aid him. I want to help him. That's why I want you to find him and bring him back. That's why I want you to find this Cragmar Castle. Be rid of these bugbears and goblins. Help this area.
Well, we can certainly do that.
You've already helped so much.
Is there anybody else that we need to worry about? Because if we didn't have any idea that Yarno was Glassstaff, do you have any other agents working in this area that we need to be aware of?
No. Just me and Yarno.
Do you know that the leadership in this town is about to change?
I'm aware. Harbin was a horrible leader. But someone easily intimidated by a group of thugs, and from what I know of Yarno is he's someone that can manipulate someone like Harbin. That doesn't surprise me.
I know that you've only been here a few days, but
I have.
do you have any insight on who might be the best candidate?
I don't care. So long as the townsfolk are the people who get to choose. If you're looking at me, I have no interest in that. I have more important things to work on.
I'm gonna just ask about Aelith and Salvador. See if they come in.
How much time has passed between when I more or less went down to now? We 15, 20 minute
Are you
mark?
with them or not with them?
Well, no,
He's asleep.
I lay down to try to go to sleep or whatever. I'm just curious how much time has passed since the last interaction with him and all this is going on.
An hour.
Okay. So am I able to sleep?
Yeah.
What would my role be for whether or not I can stay asleep?
I don't think you need a roll.
Do you want to stay asleep?
I don't know. I may be conflicted.
Well, then roll. You do your own roll.
Are those strange homoerotic thoughts keeping you up?
You got two prospects.
I'm wondering,
so-
are my nightmares?
Does Lucy like me?
Yes
That's
or
up to
no?
you, man. I
This
mean,
be the
I've
hot
really
ticket
opened up
right
to
now.
him.
So-
are
I
you
wonder
more
if-
comforted by the
He feels the
idea
same way I
of
do.
Like I'm trying to lay down and whatever, but like I'm still.
Yeah,
I'm
this
wondering,
fabulous
am I
eye
waking
patch
up
job.
and just wanting to come out and start interacting? Because I mean, I don't know.
we'll
I
have to
have-
we'll get back to that.
I have a hard time staying asleep, so I'm just curious, how would these interactions be going if I'm? Oh yeah, I'm just down. But otherwise, I'm like, no, I'm up and I'm like about. No, I'm just restless.
We'll
and I
do
wanna
that
go out.
next session. I think we'll
Okay.
address that in the beginning.
He was asking about Aelith.
Aelith and Salvador.
Okay. Oh yes, they came into town saying they were captured by the bugbears and they were saved by a group of adventurers.
That was our business out of
Says
town.
now that I come to think about it, they described you guys. Says, wait a
No
second.
doy.
Oh no, you described the the. He goes, yes. He says, and I'm happy that you were able to escape such a fate. From what I understand, being slaves to orcs is not a long career.
Yeah, we weren't exactly looking forward to it.
That's why we had to do something about it.
Well, if they have shape changers in their midst, we have to be extra careful.
That's why we came as a group.
So, what are your plans next?
Okay, active quest, Phandelver.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different
So
options.
we just checked off Yano Albrecht, correct?
Sure.
So
we
that
get the
also
bounty?
means we get the bounty.
He says,
Not the way he wanted to find him.
Found him.
We found him.
well, regardless of his fate, I owe you for finding out the information. 200 gold.
Party treasures up to 350.
So yeah, you guys get 200 gold.
Okay.
It'll be more once we sell all those armors and swords.
Now
and
he
shit.
says, I know we don't know the location of Cragmar Castle, but maybe you can ask around town or search for it.
Okay.
We have.
Darren
Do you have
Adamant.
any leads whatsoever? Gundren, although he's a dear friend and I want him to be safe, was captured a while ago. So he's either being held captive or dead. I'm hoping for death. And they gave him a clean death. But I fear that worse, like what they did with you.
Is there any word on his brothers?
He didn't say. Only that he was leaving them at the mine to go and get equipment and supplies that they needed.
And there have been no. They haven't been seen here in town. I know that.
From what he said, I assume they're at the mine working.
There's a chance we can get
Because I think. Out of character, Barthel.
Mhm.
Right, the supplier.
Yeah, the provision. Yeah, Barthen's Provisions
With
with his amazing shopkeep, Ander.
yes. That he said
That
that they come in
magnificent
town
Prince amongst men.
every so often, but they hadn't been seen in quite some time. And you hadn't seen or heard anything of them?
But Barthen hasn't seen him. What Gundren told me was that he left them at the mines to go get the equipment that they needed. I don't know where the mines are. Unless you found something new.
Okay.
We still haven't found the map.
Mm-mm.
Were you gonna say something?
Darren Edermath said he had some ancient ruins, which I don't have a location on my notes.
He said they would tell us after.
He would tell us after we took of the red brands.
Red.
So we have that lead that we could go through. And then we have the orcs and the banshee, which are east of town, and then we have some other ones that are in Thunder Tree, and that's to find Gundren.
yeah, but Thunder Tree's really far north.
Yeah, it's very far north. So
But Gundren, it's in this area. Like, the mine is in this area.
right, he's coming to Phandelver. So
How do you know that?
we don't.
Well, I mean,
you
he's
wouldn't
taking,
go. You wouldn't go like west.
We're
of-
ferrying
yeah,
supplies from Neverwinter
Mining
southeast to
equipment
Phandelver. So, like, it wouldn't be northeast to Thunder Tree.
Well, Thunder Tree is on the other side of Neverwinter. That we know it's not.
That's
in
a good
Thunder Tree.
assumption,
Yeah,
yeah.
we know it's not Thunder
Yeah.
Tree. We know it's in this.
Someone
fair
who might know how to
assumption.
find him lives in Thunder Tree or something like
So
that.
where were the ancient ruins that Darren Edermath?
He never said. He said
You
he
have to
wouldn't
go
tell
talk
us
to him.
until.
Okay, so we have to go talk to him. That's right, because then we just wander off in that direction. Okay.
We tried very valiantly to
Yeah.
get
I
around to
remember.
it.
Oh, I wasn't part of that conversation though. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. Okay. I think we should maybe talk to Darren again. He had some information about those ancient ruins when we first came to town. That's the best lead I have right now.
Okay.
Everything else is east of town for orcs.
All right.
Or
We're a little over
banshee.
now.
Yeah.
Let's pick this up next session and we can continue on what you guys want to do as moving forward and how you want to proceed next session, guys. Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
Cool.
That's it for today. We're gonna meet not next week, right? We're not
No.
meeting next week,
No, we're taking a break.
and we're gonna meet.
Oh, someone do math.
Today's
In
what, the
2
3rd?
weeks?
So that'd be the 17th,
The 17th.
if that works for people.
That works
Yep.
for me. I don't have any plans.
Okay, 17th at 6 p.m. We're gonna do section number 6, and we're gonna figure out what do we. I mean, we gotta figure out what to do, right?
Probably gonna figure out to do.
Where are we gonna
Probably-
go?
in
What's
between,
next?
We'll probably figure out what to do.
What's next?
We don't
Maybe.
want to completely blindside you.
I figure we'll do 2 hours of personal role play, and then we'll get into what we want to do for the next session. Just kidding. We're gonna start. A couple weeks. We're gonna take a little bit of break. 2 weeks
All right.
on, 1 week off.
Awesome.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Peace, guys.